folie. On t'invite à la magie, y'a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, oh, oh. C'est pas seulement pour les bobos. Nous on vient dans nos mambo. Mon ami, si tu as le niveau, rejoins-nous pour t'enjailler.
On t'invite à la magie, y'a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y'a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh.
Now it might drop for the shot here. Oh, what a shot that is! Nacho!
Hello, people. I hope I am audible and very excited for today's session. Welcome to Coaching Mastery Secrets, guys. There are few guidelines. Let me quickly tell you. So please maintain the dignity of this webinar. Don't spam in the chat box. You have a chat box on your right. That's basically I'm asking you some questions. You're answering them. And Q&A will be done in the end. You have any questions, you can put that on the box which is on your right. And please be in a silent room and attend this webinar because we want you to give your 100%. And also we'll share about our advanced coaching programs. If you wish, you can take them. Lovely. So, guys, my name is Jitesh Manwani and I am a business coach of coaches, and in the last 3.5 years we have made around 100 people going from 6 to 7 figure of monthly business using the power of abundant coaching system. Welcome and welcome to this session. I hope you can hear me and see me clearly. Now, I know you are a busy person. And so am I. So I really feel that it should be return on time invested. I have made this program in a similar fashion that it is ROTI, return on your time invested. So I really want to jump on to something which is very powerful, and that is who is a coach. You know, a lot of people think, what is coaching? What is the difference between coach, trainer, teacher? You know, is it business? What is it? So let me answer that very easily in a simple formula. And that is this. Coach is a teacher plus an entrepreneur. That means a heart of a teacher and a mind of an entrepreneur. Yes, it's a combination of both. You need both to be successful in this coaching industry. It could be online, it could be offline, but today it's the hybrid model. So coaching is an entrepreneur's mind and a heart of a teacher. Now, very quickly, I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you excited? I'm going to ask you some questions. These questions are like KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati. Okay, so guys, my look is a little different, little casual. Why? Because I got my some hair treatment done. So that's why this look. Otherwise, I'm always suited, booted, very formal. But anyways, we go all the sides, The heart side, the mind side, the same. The coach, we talked about the same thing. It's the extremes. Same is with our styling as well, right? So good. Now, very quickly, I'm going to ask you these questions. You're going to let me know your answer. You can put that and in the box, right? The question is going to come in the box as well. My question number 1 is, how big will be the coaching industry by 2027? It's a Forbes research. What do you think? Is it going to be A, $1 billion industry per year, or B, $1 billion industry per month, or C, $1 billion industry per week, or $1 billion industry per day? Yeah, go ahead. A, B, C, or D. What do you think? Let me know. Yeah. Go ahead. Quickly answer. What do you think? 1 billion per year, per month, per week, per day. Good. Good. So I'm going to quickly tell you the answer. If you have not yet answered, you should till now, because I'm going to unveil the answer. And the answer is $1 billion industry per day. Yeah, that's Forbes research. It'll be $1 billion industry per, not year, not month, not week, but per day. 2027. Now, one more question. Should I ask you one more question? What say? One more question, like A, B, C. Okay, so you know the platform called Udemy? How many courses are available on Udemy alone? What do you think? On Udemy alone, how many courses? 8,000 courses, 2,13,000 courses, 4,53,000 courses, or D, 25,000 courses. A, B, C, or D. How many courses are available on Udemy alone? Start putting that in the chat box, and on the right hand side where you can see there. Good. Go ahead in that box. Good, in that box. Good. And you can also, you may also get a poll. You may also get a question, and you can answer there as well. Yeah, good. Let's see. It's 2,13,000. 2,13,000 courses alone on Udemy. See, Jitesh, I told you, Jitesh, this is not working. This industry has already been saturated. That's what you guys are thinking. This industry is saturated. See, Jitesh, so many courses already on one website. There are hundreds and thousands of websites, and there are going to be lakhs of courses. What is the need of it? What is the need of getting into coaching? Makes no sense to do it. Okay, let's understand. One more question. I think that will answer you. Next question. The last question I want to ask you is, how many enrollments are there in Udemy? Total. What do you think? How many students or enrollments are there on Udemy or any of the big platforms like Udemy? Let's say Udemy. A, 50 million. B, 100 million. C, 600 million. D, 800 million. How many students have enrolled in all those courses? Those 2,13,000 courses. A, 50 million. B, 100. C, 600. D, 800. You'll be shocked to know the answer is D, 800 million. That means, you understand that? That means, if there are 2 lakh courses and 800 million, that is an average of around 4,000 students in every course. Is that enough or not? Isn't that a big number? Per course, it is 4,000 students. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, guys? That's the game. Yeah. Then this wave has just started. This wave has just begun. Let's take full advantage of this. Yeah? Good. Now, very quickly, I want to share something which is very, very important, and that is a concept which is earning, learning, and MG. So, I think these all are equal. You want to take your earnings up, you need to take your learnings up. Any business, especially coaching business, but any business. If you want to take your learnings up, you need to take your energy up. You need to be in the right energy for this session, because we're going to be together for around 2.5 hours. Can you give me that much time? You can't give me that much time if you cannot concentrate. You need to concentrate on what I'm saying. And then only you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. And then you'll be able to respond, because I'm going to ask you questions. Please answer those questions which pop up. I'm going to ask you many, many questions so that you are engaged. See, it's not about, trust me, it's not about how much you know. It's about how much you engage so that you know how much you know. Yeah, because I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to do some revision. I'm going to ask you many, many questions. This is not a one-way. This is a two-way game. Guys, this is a two-way game. Can you do it? Two-way. Let's keep it two-way. In one way se kuch nahi hota, bhai. Let's keep it two-way. Let's communicate. Let's talk to each other. I'm going to ask you questions. Answer them. So if you answer them, if you respond to my questions, then only you'll be able to remember. Because end of the day, you want to apply, isn't it? That is the step number 5. I think the best way or the best intention to attend any session is that we need to apply. We need to apply whatever I say, right? But in order to apply, you need to remember. Because if you don't remember and you just, take some screenshots and put it in your hard drive, whatever, it makes no sense, because your decisions are made not because it is there in your Google Drive or computer or mobile phone. The decisions are made on the information, on the knowledge which is there in your mind. So you need to remember what I say in your short-term memory, not in your long-term memory. In your short-term memory, that's your RAM. That's your, off the sleeve, the thing. And to remember, you need to respond. Because it's very easy to take screenshots and keep it aside and, make notes or whatever. But I want you to respond in the chat box so that you can remember and apply. And you will be only able to respond because I want to ask you many, many questions. If you understand. If you don't understand, you will not respond. Kya bol raha hai? I don't know what is he saying. So I'm telling you, concentrate. Put your earphones. Go to a computer. Go to a laptop. Go to a tablet. This is going to be revolutionary. This can be completely life-changing. Today you can take a decision which can completely change your life. This program is that powerful. Okay? Let's take it that way. Now, very, very important, the next part I want to share is if I could show you how to start and scale your coaching business step by step, will you promise me to actually do it? Because any knowledge is a waste if it is not executed. If so, tell me yes right now in the question. The question is there. Please respond. Let's do it together. Now, let me tell you why I made this masterclass and kept it complimentary. Yeah, it's complimentary, right? First of all, the value which you will receive is very, very high because after doing more than 500 webinars, I've got some solutions to problems which you might be facing or may face in your coaching business if you already have it. But I'm not charging. Why? Because after I share the value committed, I will showcase my 3-day interactive bootcamp to those who are the right fit, can take this journey ahead with me. Are we good to go? Good? Pakka? Yeah, respond in the chat box. Respond in that box on your right. Are we good? Let's do it. Good. Perfect. So the Alpha Interactive 3-day bootcamp is for 9,999 only. And you can pick it up at jiteshmanwani.com. You can definitely register there. Now, the purpose of this webinar, this masterclass is to understand the abundant coaching system to make and sell your expertise. Right? So we're going to do this. Now, what you're going to learn today? You're going to learn 3 dangerous mistakes which coaches make while selling their courses. That's very, 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 very dangerous because I made it for years and wasted I don't know how many years and how many lakhs. I don't know. I want to share that with you. That's why I'm there in front of you today. The second is the sales funnel which top 1% of coaches are using today. So I'm in community of world's best coaches. I'm in community of world's best coaches. And I know what they're doing. I know what they are doing in different niches. I want to share the sales funnel which they are using. What is a sales funnel? You will understand that. It's actually a journey how a social media scroller or someone who's on the internet and how they become their students, their clients and their customers. That's called the sales funnel. वो पूरे रास्ते को क्या बोलते हैं? उस business model क्या है? I'm going to share that with you. Will you be excited to learn that? I'm going to share that. And inside a hybrid strategy, generate quality leads because yes, today lead generation is important and maybe you're getting some, but how do you get high quality leads? All this will be done in 120 minutes. First, I'll be talking about the foundations because first I'll set the foundation, then I'll get to the tactics and the practical strategies. So I'm going to share everything, but yes, majority time I want to speak about the foundations because this is, you're going to meet me, it's like pehli baari mil rahe ho shayad, kind of, you're going to meet me with me, right? So this is the first time you're meeting. So I need to set the foundations first because the foundation is not strong. I cannot help you really, really for long. Now, is this for you? So you are attending right now. You're thinking, is this for me or not? So let me answer you. If you're not sure how to start with online coaching and course creation, this is for you. If you are already coaching, teaching and training offline, but don't know how to transition to online and get students from all over India, this is for you. If you have already started coaching online and have hit a plateau and don't know how to scale more and get many more students, then this is for you. So, do you think this is for you? Yeah, I think it is. Now, to make my mission, I'm on a mission, guys. My mission is to make 1 lakh unbreakable coaches. Unbreakable. टूटेगा नहीं. Party टूटेगी नहीं, डंडे टूट जाएंगे. So, an unbreakable coaches who can feel the abundance with 6 to 7 figure of monthly business with amazing student satisfaction and success case studies. I focus on excellent student satisfaction, period. That is my priority. This is a mission and I'm going to be crazily behind it. If you want to join me, you can join me in this mission. So let me share without further much ado the 3 mistakes which coaches make, which are very, very dangerous. The number one mistake is what I made for many, many, many years. Many, many years put together. I made this mistake. So I want to share the story with you, my journey, and only that how I made this mistake and what was the mistake. So, Indore, back in, I think 6 years back, around 6 years back, my brother, who is from Mumbai, he came to Indore, and me, Priyanka, and my cousin brother, we went to a place which is, to have pan. And we're there, and this next to a pawn shop is this jewelers, DP Jewelers, this DP Jewelers. So just next to the pawn shop, and it was not empty; it was completely full. So I asked Priyanka why. She said, I'm also not very sure. My brother said, who came from Mumbai, it's Dhanteras Jitu today. So my name is at home is Jitu. So it's Dhanteras. Oh yeah, Dhanteras. Yeah, it's Dhanteras. And everybody buys metal, silver, gold, and whatever. So it was vibrating like with a lot of energy. So I just walked into that store. And as I walked into that store, people were buying, jewelry as if they were buying vegetables. And I was shocked. And Priyanka was also like, wow, beautiful designs and all that. And that was a time when, abundance was way, way ahead. We were just on the survival mode. I never took her into a jewelry store. We were around like 4, 5, 6 years of marriage. I don't know how many. But don't tell Priyanka how many I said. So I we walked in there, and my brother was also looking something. Almost all the shelves were empty. Almost like 20-30% stock was left. And I went to one of the counters, which was the most crowded one, and that was the coin counter, the silver coin counter. And I picked up one silver coin. And when I picked up that silver coin and I read the price, it read 8,000. And while keeping it back, I felt like an absolute loser. And I blamed God. Why are you doing this to me? Even after being good to everyone, doing the right things, everything, hardworking, why I can't afford these things? Not even 8,000 bucks silver coin. And, that day, obviously Priyanka couldn't take anything, and, I could see some sadness in her eyes. And I took the left foot out of that store. I still remember that day and that feeling. And then I realized that I don't know something which other entrepreneurs, other 32-year-old know, other maybe successful coaches know. So I picked up my bag and attended every session I could afford or not afford, ranging from Tony Robbins to Grant Cardone to Sam Evans to Dan Locke, all the top coaches. After attending that, I discovered that was the mistake I was making. And the mistake was I was not able to position and brand myself correctly in the market. So I'm not getting people in my sessions. Because if people don't come, makes no sense to do all this. So I changed my branding. And what did I change? I'll share all that with you. But just after changing that, I started getting people. People started coming. I realized I was doing it for the love of public speaking. But I have to do it for the people and help them come out of their pain and their desire. And once I started getting people in my programs, I scaled up. And I felt super confident to take this knowledge to more and more people and spread this knowledge. And that's why I'm here in front of you today. That's the reason I'm here. And then what happened? Recently, 3 months back, we went on a Dubai trip, and with my father, mother, brother, everyone was there. And the constant fights between me and my family were, why are you doing this if you can't afford, and if you can't make money from this? It's been so many years, you're already 32. These were the fights which I had. It changed into holidays and gifts. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this. And you know what? Not only this, the trip, but Priyanka walked into one of the best stores in Dubai, and that's Meena Jewelers, and got all started. Just because I was making good money. 1 lakh per day. I've already made a video 1 lakh per day. How did I? That is 115 days, May, 115 lakhs. How did we make it? It's there on YouTube. Everything, all the strategies I've shared there. But a lot of you might be asking, but Jitesh, tell me one thing, one strategy which really worked for you. What is that one thing? Would you like to know? I'm going to share it in one slide. What is that one thing which actually changed the whole game? And that's the next slide. In just one slide, I'm going to give an answer. What is the biggest contributor from starting from there to here and beyond? And this is the slide I want to share that with you. And the slide is here. It's not the tools, it's the mindset. People are always looking for tools to get the job done. But what's important is the mindset and an approach. And a mindset of a real coach. And that's what I said. Who's a coach is a teacher plus entrepreneur. If you understand the mindset of a coach, you will eventually make the right decisions for yourself. So, may I ask you a quick question so that I can know that what kind of people, audience we have today. So, do you have your course ready? So, there's a poll. Do you have your course ready? Yes or no? Do you know what you're going to put in your course? Do you have an outline? Do you have, or you're just absolutely blank? Just let me know in the poll. And that's a question, you can answer it. There should be this question in front of you where you can give an answer. Please give your answer. Yes or no, not yet. Good. Thank you. See, there are a lot of ways to, I hope you've answered so that I can move ahead. Yeah, thank you. So, there are a lot of ways to monetize your knowledge. You can definitely do network marketing and keep working for small commissions for other companies and making and breaking your team. You can also do a job, but you can't live life on your own terms in majority of the companies. And a lot of people think that they want to become authors and writers. So the probability of you making a good living from a book is less than 1% because it's just a marketing strategy to build authority. I meet top authors like Deepak Chopra or Robert Kiyosaki. They always say that this is not to make money. The books are there to create an authority. And YouTube, a lot of you people want to become YouTubers. So you need to know a lot of SEO, production and editing knowledge to pull it off. And still, it is more based on the algorithm that if they pick you, then you get viral and then you get, make some following. So there are ways. The way which I propose to you and which I have done is the coaching way, right? That's how you monetize your knowledge. So I want to ask you this question. So if you were the coach of today's session, what would you share? What people want to listen, what you want to listen, or what people need to listen? If you were the coach of today's session and you had an audience, like I have an audience today, what would you like to do? What would you like to share? What people want to listen? Or what people need to listen? Let me know. This is a question. Because what you want to listen, which may impress you. But what you need to listen is maybe you don't know that. You don't know this. This is your unconscious incompetence. You're completely unaware about it. So that's why, as you said, what you need to listen, that is more important. What you need to listen is more important. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being with me. For making this, this program really masterclass, really powerful. I need to talk about those things. Because the number one myth is, I want to share the number one myth, because that's what you need to listen, is because you people think that I need to be a true expert to coach someone. Now, come on. If that was true, we would have almost no coaches. Because the more you know, the more you feel, so less you know. I'll repeat it if you did not understand. If that was true, what is written, if this was not a myth, this is a fact, we would have almost no coaches or teachers. No one would be sharing. Because the more you know, koi bhi cheez mein, the more you know, the more knowledge you have, the more you feel, so less you know. Isn't it? Yeah, all the legendary coaches you see today became legends by not sitting in the office, but by sharing their knowledge and applying and refining their content. And yes, you need to be few steps ahead than people. Obviously you need to be few steps ahead than people to share. I'm not saying you're a completely, beginner. You need to be few steps ahead. Like when I started my journey as a video sales specialist, which I was doing, a couple of years back. There were many YouTubers who were doing better than me. There are a lot of video marketers who are doing better than me. But I decided to share because everybody doesn't decide to share that. I got thousands of students because I started sharing, and I had an intent to share. And you don't need to be a true expert, because a true expert of physics may be a 60-year-old professor who has 40 years of experience and written 25 research papers. But if you get an opportunity to learn from a 60-year-old professor or a college senior who scored 695, a physics professor, you want to learn, you decide. You want to learn physics from a friendly college senior who got 95 out of 100, or a 60-year-old professor who has 40 years of experience. Who would you choose? He's friendly, he's relatable, he's fun. But he doesn't know physics more than the 60-year-old professor. But still you prefer him. Why? Because of the approach. Why? Because not of the content, but of the context. Because of the relatability, the way he shares it. It's his vibe. And the vibe attracts the tribe. Are you with me? That's the game. You just need to be a friendly college senior kind of a person rather than a true expert, because the true experts sometimes are too far away and too difficult to understand for people. And that's what people want. People want friendly college senior kind of an education. So would you like to do that? Would you like to be that? Because always remember, this is also very, very important. Majority of the experts don't share. You might be thinking this is an expert, that is. Majority of the experts don't share. And they call it the trade secret. They don't share. If somebody, like for an example, video, a lot of influencers, when I was teaching video sales, they knew the secrets, but they didn't share because they were not into coaching. And I was into coaching. So I was sharing all this. All the influencers, they didn't share, but I shared. Why? Because I was a coach. But those, remember guys, those who coach, they share, that means, and they become the real experts. Remember this. But those who share become the real experts. It's not about that you will share only once you are an expert. It's about if you keep sharing, you become the real expert. That's the game. So please, please, please don't think that you need to be a real expert. Yes, you need to be a few steps ahead. Absolutely. And I think you are. That's why you're here. Or you can be very easily. Few steps ahead than a common man who really is curious about the subject. Now, one more mistake I see a lot of people is waiting for the perfect timing to start coaching. The perfect timing. Yeah. When all the signals will be green, I will start. I remember when I started coaching, people said, Jitesh, you're too young to coach. Too young to coach. Few years passed by. By then, and then people started saying, Jitesh, you're too old to take that risk. Play safe, because we need to pivot and we need to change things. Jitesh, you can't take that risk at this age. You have a family, you have kids, you have responsibility. You tell me, guys, who on earth can tell me when is the perfect time to do it, to coach, to take a decision? You always have an audience. Guys, remember this. You always have an audience. It is said, you might have heard this, it is said, when a student is ready, the teacher appears. I think it's vice versa as well. That is, when the teacher is ready, the student appears. Yeah. When you are ready, students will come. The problem, I see, but people are not growing at a fast pace in their lives, and they suffer because I believe we are not able to make decisions because you are worried to lose the resources you have invested. See, we all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. Yeah. It is in this moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. Mark Zuckerberg didn't think about the perfect timing for Facebook. He just thought that he really wants to do it, and he did it. Same as with Elon Musk. He started making rockets, not thinking about the timing. Okay, so the earth is so much depleted, so then we should start the Mars mission. No, he thought this is important, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and I need to work on it because I think that I have this calling. Because there is never a bad time to do a thing which is really close to your heart. There's never a bad time. to do something which is close to your heart and good for the world. And what's more noble than teaching and coaching? Tell me, is there anything more noble than teaching and coaching? Coaches make communities and give directions to generations. Don't sit on the fence, guys, because it hurts. Take the jump, one side or the other. And if you jump on this side, I am on your side. I will take you through with the best of the intent, with best of the strategy, with best of the accountability and support. But you need to take a jump, because the fence is what hurts. Is the fence what hurts? So the real unbreakable coaches, please stand up. Say up right now. UP. Say up right now. If you are really up and ready to be an unbreakable coach. Because that's the point. That's what you need to listen to take a decision. Jitesh, is it the right time to start coaching? Like, logically, yeah. Emotionally, yes, I am. Yes, I want to do it. But is it logically the right time? Can you tell me any industry which is growing at 20% every year? It's just very, very few industries like pharma and, healthcare. They are growing at that percentage. Coaching industry is booming like crazy. And it's gonna blow up even more in coming years. That's what I said. In a couple of years, it's gonna be $1 billion industry. Right now, it's $150 billion per year. So that's around $0.354, $0.4 per day. It's gonna almost double in a couple of years. And you don't need to be a real expert. You don't need to be a real online, tech expert. No, Monica Chawla, a community member, she started and conquered. She was not tech savvy, no niche in the beginning, only had one certification. After joining us, her niche was finalized, started Facebook ads and, one-to-one leads, and sold 40,000 of coaching in last 5 calls, helping women to come out of stress. That's what her niche is. So the game is to decide. The game is to begin, is to start. And trust yourself. It's not the problem. The problem is not that the system will work or not. It's about just trusting yourself, because I think you really have it. And if you really have it, why don't you take action? J.K. Rowling, if you have heard of her, Harry Potter series she wrote, she lived on welfare money for so many years. So many publishers kicked her out and now became a billionaire. She was a single mother. And it's not about talent. You might be thinking, Jitesh, I'm not talented, I don't understand technology, I don't know all. Michael Jordan was not talented basketball player. Do you know that? Yeah, the Michael Jordan, the Nike Jordan, that guy, yeah, was not talented at all. It was his practice which made him. Vinod Kamli was more talented than Sachin Tendulkar. But Sachin was more disciplined. Michael Jordan was thrown out of his college basketball team. Narayan Murthy was not a very talented entrepreneur. He always say that. He learned. He spent time and he was persistent because he took a decision. Because it's always said that, even Ratan Tata says that you don't make right decisions. You just take the decision and make them right, because you know the direction is right. My intentions are right. My mindset is fine. You need to decide. You need to take that jump. And you have done that. जो आपने ठाना है, वो आपने मनवाया है. खुद से भी, भगवान से भी, universe से भी. हाँ ना? Whatever you took a decision on, you conquered. You conquered maybe chronic conditions, acute illnesses, maybe yours, maybe your relatives. You fought, and then you came out because you decided you didn't have an option. You decided. You might have gone through some debt, maybe some big tragedies and unexpected expenses, but you fought. You came out of it because you decided that you don't have an option, you need to do it. And you trusted in yourself. Trust yourself that you can help more and more people, because today's day and age, it's not about the products and services, it's about the expertise which you give it to people, because it's so much more scalable. People are looking for the best of the best ideas. People are looking for that accountability. People are looking for a great coach who can get them results. People are looking for that. As a girl, you were young, you left house and, settled with complete strangers. You got married to someone. Wasn't that tough? That was tough. But you did it because everybody did it. In our community, everybody does it. Once you join a community, the unbreakable coaches, even you're going to do it. That's the game. It's the community. Some personal failures, you got some amazing, crazy disappointments. Maybe few people left you in this journey, spiritually, physically. Their bodies left you. They are always there with you. But you fought. You stayed. You survived. Because you knew deep inside that this was important to do. It's important what you're doing. And you are still, maybe you're still working with some difficult people, because that's also a big thing, to live with difficult people. But you did it. क्योंकि आपने एक बार ठान लिया था. It's the point that एक बार ठान लो, एक बार मान लो, ये करना है तो करना है. मेरे अंदर sharing है. I want to share with people. I'm really excited to share with people, and that's what is my calling. And you know what? Let me tell you, if you admire this masterclass right now, it's because you're admiring this, because deep down inside you, you have this. But you're too humble to accept it, that this thing is in you. This coaching angle is in you. This speaking is in you. You're too humble and your humbleness is not working for you in this case. Everything has two sides. This humbleness, which is great, the other side, but this side is not working for you. No. You have to be confident enough that yes, I can pull it off. Have that confidence that you can pull it. I have that confidence on you that you can pull this off. If you go through the right systems and strategies, and obviously the right mindset and being at it. But you need to take a decision. You need to take a decision to learn. You need to take a decision to go deeper in this. I hope I'm making sense to you. Very, very important. You have it in you. I know you have it in you. Because if you like this, you're made for this. Let's do it. Guys, let's do it. So, those who take this action, and the action is, you start coaching. So there are many action takers. They start, but then they make this painful mistake. And that is the mistake I also made. I shared with you. So you start, okay, so let's do coaching, let's make courses, and you'd make this big mistake. And the mistake number one is unappealing branding. What? Unappealing branding. Now, I want to share this with you. What is branding? Wearing expensive watches, showing cars, this, that. No, that's not branding. Or having some nice colors and, taking care of your social media and what to write and what not to write and what to show and what not to show, and nice video quality and photo. No, that's not branding. Yeah, that is branding, a small part of it. But that's not what I mean. Because in the beginning, you don't do all that. You don't waste money on all that. In the beginning, what you do is you choose the right positioning or the right branding for yourself. Now, to explain this to you, let me share a story with you. So there was a lady called Nora Hayden. And not Nora Fateh, Nora Hayden. And she wrote a book called Astrological Love. And it was a brilliant book. And whoever read that book said it's a masterpiece. So Nora got really excited and got thousands of copies printed and put it on the stores. And she put it on the stores and it tanked. Nobody picked it up. So all those books, thousands of books, were kept in a warehouse, and Nora is now started paying rent in the warehouse for those thousands of books which are kept in the warehouse. So one day, a marketer, a genius marketer, goes into the warehouse for some work and picks up that book because he likes astrology. He goes through a couple of pages and said, "Wow, lovely content, such an amazing content, such an amazing book, and why is it lying here?" So he sees the cover of the book and he understands it. So he gets in touch with Nora and says, "Nora, I have something to share with you. I've seen your book, it's here, and I think that it's not working for you. I just want to change the cover of the book. That's it. Can I change the cover of the book? Everything remains the same, just the cover of the book. Can I change that?" She said, "Do whatever you want to do. I am paying rent for it and I want to get rid of that book." He said, "Okay." They changed the cover of the book. Do you know what happened after changing the cover of the book? 2.5 million copies were sold after that lot. Just by changing the cover of the book. It became New York Times #1 bestseller. Would you like to have a look at the book? The first cover and the second cover. Let me show it to you. Ready? Excited? Let me show it to you. First, left, Nora Hayden, Astrological Love. This one was the first cover. Second, How to Satisfy a Woman Every Time and Have Her Beg for More by Nora Hayden. Really works. The first and only book that tells you exactly how. New York Times #1 bestseller. See the beauty of it. This is called branding. Just changing the cover of the book. Content remained the same. Every word in the book is the same. It was just the book's cover which really worked, which really connected with people. We need to connect our expertise with their pains and desires. That's the game. That's their need. What's their need? What's their desire? What do they want? What do they expect? Connected with that. Let me share one more example with you. And you might be thinking this so easy. No, I'm a health coach, I'm a business coach, I'm this, I'm tech coach, this, I'm a digital marketer coach, whatever. Yoga, I want to get into yoga, I want to do this. It's not that easy what you're thinking. Let me share one more example because it's so important. Do you know about a brand called Cycle Agarbatti? Yeah. So let me share their story with you. So Cycle Agarbatti was doing amazing business, but then suddenly after some time, their business started going up and down and up and down and up and down. The revenues are going up and down. So they were like very erratic. So they did some research. They couldn't understand. The whole company did research. They couldn't understand the reason. So what happened was the founder of the company, obviously his son, so who's the CEO, Vishnu is my friend. We used to be together in 7th standard, and his father basically. So they went to different stores, different shops, retail stores, and they saw who was buying what. And whenever a person was not buying Cycle Agarbatti, they were buying some other Agarbatti, but not the Cycle Agarbatti. They asked, do you know about Cycle Agarbatti? You say, yeah. Well, why didn't you buy it? So they said that, majority of them said that we bought it the last time. Like, okay, you bought the last. So this time a new flavor. Okay. So they thought that, people can buy another box of Cycle Agarbatti, but they didn't want that. They didn't want that. What people wanted is more flavors in one box, and that was their innovation. The next innovation, which was $1 million innovation for them, is a 3-in-1 Cycle Agarbatti. And the sales went again up. That's the game. You need to understand the customer. It's the same product, but packaged in a different manner. It's the packaging. It's the branding. It's the positioning as per the need of the customer. And they came with this 3-in-1 Agarbatti, and it went brilliant. That was one of the biggest innovation. And today, Cycle Agarbatti in one Agarbatti has 4 flavors. One Agarbatti, top, bottom of the Agarbatti, middle of the Agarbatti is different. Get it. You need to change as per people. You can't, as coaches or any businessman. You might be thinking, why will I change? Hey bhai, Ambani changed. Mukesh Ambani changed. From oil to Jio. You see, if he is changing, you will not change. Market is changing, you need to change. You can't be so stuck on something. And I was like that. I was doing corporate training, soft skill training for corporate. And it was like, doing okay. But not growing. Then I changed, I pivot. I changed. I got into public speaking. And we did programs called Speak for Million, offline. And then the COVID hit. So nobody was coming in these programs because it was like public gatherings were not happening. So I got into video sales. I changed videos. The stages were taken over by cameras and screens. So I did that. What's the problem? And then from the video sales specialist, today I am a business coach of coaches. That's what is the game. You need to pivot. You need to understand what the market needs from you and position yourself like that. And even Dan Kennedy did that. Dan Kennedy is this guy is one of the best copywriters in the world. You know what he did? He did the same. And these are the strategies I'm sharing with you. That, what he did was, he was very intelligent and he didn't make this mistake which I made. And that's why I learned from these people. He started to write copy only. He was a copywriter, right? So he writes copy. He wrote copy only for dentists. Only for dentists. Not copywriting for every business and no. Very specific. Only for dentists. And very soon, almost every big dentist in his state was getting the copies from him. And he became the legendary copywriter for dentist. And then he expanded. And then he decided to go and get into chiropractors. And then, he got more chiropractor, like physiotherapist of India as a chiropractor from America. And more chiropractor. And then he slowly and steadily went general. And today, with his copies, billions of dollars of products are sold. So you need to position yourself correctly. One more example I want to share with you, which is of our community member, is Gagandeep Anand. Gagandeep. He was an offline teacher and teaching different languages before joining a community. And he worked on his online branding, found his niche, skyrocketed his language training, and got into placements and got into sending people abroad for the studies, because there also you need foreign education and foreign language. So, and reached to 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs per month of business from not even 1 lakh. That's the difference. You need to understand this. Even Karthikeya and Nandini, this couple, got amazing, conversions as they scaled up. They left their job and they become the Karthikeya is the, face of the company. The backbone is Nandini. And it's a video editing coach. He became a video editing coach. And very soon they're going to equal their 7-figure salary. They're going to equal that with their coaching. Please understand, we need to understand a simple concept is called packaging. That's what, you need to package your information, your knowledge in a smarter manner. Your position in a smarter manner. Let me ask you a question. Suppose you have a cola candy factory. You make cola candies, cola candy. And you have a black color, cola candy and it's black color. And it's been 10 years you're doing that and it's going decent. Then one day your printer comes and says, we don't have any black ink and black paper. We are not getting any supplies. I can just do it in red paper and the same branding, but in the red paper. The candy is going to be in the red paper. You don't have an option. So you say, okay, do it. You checked in the market. It was same. Nobody was having it. So you said, go ahead, printer. Go ahead, print in red. Everything remains the same, the logo and all, but just print it in red. Now you wrap the candies which you had, the cola candies. The content is the same, the candy is the same, and you wrapped it in the red wrapper and you put it in the market. And you got obviously thousands and lakhs of them printed, and you put that in the market. And you see there is a 8% jump in sales. How much? 8% jump in sales. After 1 month. You didn't change any advertising, you didn't change sales team, you didn't change geography, you didn't change content, you didn't product, nothing you changed. It's just the wrapper which changed in that 1 month. What will you do? I want to ask you this question. You need to answer that. Maybe the question is in front of you right now. Red or black? After 1 month. Sorry. Answer that. Will you keep the red wrapper or will you go back to the black wrapper? Tell me. Yeah, majority of you will keep the red wrapper. Because it doesn't matter what the wrapper is. What's important is what's inside. That's for you. But for people, is the wrapper. When you pick up an orange, don't you see the wrapper of the orange, the cover of the orange, and then decide? You understand that? That's psychology. Same as with mangoes. Same every fruit. But do you eat the cover? Do you eat that? No. You eat the inside. That's the psychology. We coaches are not understanding that. We are just so stubborn and saying this, no, Jitesh, I don't want to change that. Cool. Is your knowledge reflected in your bank account? Don't answer me. Answer yourself. Is your knowledge reflected in your bank account? As the markets are changing, as you're getting into from offline to online, or maybe changing your business, or maybe changing, you need to understand the market and position accordingly. And we know the market, what's happening there. And that's why the suggestion. Because this is the question. We need abundance. We need abundance in our life. To live happily in any city, it's around 5 lakhs per month you need to live a good, abundant life. And don't you think your family needs it? Don't you think your kids need it? Your parents need it? We all need that. We need to reach there. That's why abundance is a very important part of my life and every person's life who connects with my mission. I believe that. And we can monetize that knowledge. And we have to learn it. But for that, packaging, wrapper, positioning is also very, very important. Now, there's one more fear which people have. And that is, what if Jitesh, no one buys my course? Huh? ये डर है ना? कोई नहीं खरीदा तो चलो मैंने कोच बना लिया, ब्रांडिंग कर लिया, कोर्स बना. No one buys. Okay. Let me tell you, a fear can be vanished. This fear can be vanished by throwing light and clarity. Just let me throw some light and clarity. Let me give you some clarity. See, there are 4 things which decide whether your course will be sold or not. Number 1 is, are you in front of the right kind of people? Are you in front of the right kind of people? If you are not in front of the right kind of people, भैंस के आगे बीन बजाओगे, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. समझ ही नहीं आ रहा ना भैंस को. बीन वो सुनता है जिसको उसकी कदर होती है. हमें कदर दान लोग चाहिए. We need to be in front of the right kind of people. We'll talk about it. How do you reach there and all that. I'll get into step by step. Second, is your course covering important topics which your prospect thinks are important? You need to choose the right things and give the right content in the right context and let people know that this is what you're giving them. And whatever they are expecting, is that there in the course or not? That's the second thing. The third, is your offer communicated correctly? You know what? People come in your one-to-ones and webinars just to buy. Yes, they come with an intent to buy. Then don't come in intent to learn for free. People are there to invest. The problem is, we as coaches are not able to communicate our offers correctly. Why? Mental problem, emotional problem, insecurity, self-image issue, self-worth issue. We mumble jumble when we are giving our offer. We are not clear. We didn't plan. We didn't put it properly. We didn't design the offer which is irresistible. And we are koi nahi kharida to, that feeling that confuses you, that brings doubt, anxiety, wrong manifestation. You get that? Your offer is not communicated correctly. It's a communication problem also. And the fourth is your offer priced correctly or not? Pricing also very important. So there are 2 ways of pricing. One, whatever is happening in the market. So there are 20% of the people who know, okay, this course generally comes at this price. So, what is the price? But 80% of the people don't know what is the price of the product and what your competitors are offering. 80% of the people don't know that. 20% know that. So how do they decide? And how do you decide that what is the price of your product or coaching or course or whatever? It depends on only one thing, one major thing. Yes, the price in the market, one. The most important, which is that 80%. 20% is the overall market price, what is the trend. For an example, a small car is of 8 lakhs. So every company, puts a 8 lakh rupees car on a small car. Okay, that way. But that's not the case with courses as of now. So what is that? And you know what is that? It is your self-worth. What? Your self-worth. If your self-worth is low, you have to sell low ticket prices. If your self-worth is high, you sell it at a higher price. It's the game of self-worth. That's why we work so much on the mindset of people, and that's why my system is very, very different. It's not about giving you some tutorials of making ClickFunnels and email, and that's very, very common. That's AI can do it. I work on the self-worth part. That's how my abundant coaching system is different, because abundant coaching is nothing but the abundance mindset. The self-worth is nothing but the abundant mindset, and the abundant mindset is high self-worth. We work on that level. It's much more deeper, and that's why people get results. That's the beauty of it. So would you like to consider to work on that? Because that is the price. And because I have seen, you might be saying, Jitesh, really, is that true? I have seen people selling the same course for 2,000 also. People buy it or not buy it. And the same course sold for 10,000. Same content, same person. After a few months, they can sell it for 10,000. Why? Because the self-worth went up. Maybe in 2,000 people are not buying, but in 10,000 they buy it. Because the way they pitch it, the way they talk about it, the way they are so confident about it, about themselves. So your self-worth is equal to the price you can charge for your course. We need to work on that. So let's move ahead. What happens? So the smart ones brand themselves correctly. Okay. But then this crucial mistake. And what is the crucial mistake? So the first thing was, the first mistake Or the first point we talked that people don't become a coach, they don't take a decision, they don't say yes, let's do it, or no, I don't want to do it. They're stuck in the middle and the fence hurts them. Majority of you were there, but now you have decided you want to go ahead or you not to go ahead, then you can leave right now, right? Please understand. Take a decision. One. Second, today only, ऐसा आज ही करना है. इससे अच्छा मौका नहीं मिलने वाला है. ऐसा बंदा नहीं मिलने वाला जो आपको मदद कर दे डिसीजन लेने में. You'll not get this kind of a person again and again in your life, right? Very, very few people. Second, so one is that. Second, then the branding problem. So even if you start coaching and all that, but the branding is not right, the positioning is not right. So you need to refine that, right? Now suppose your branding is also right. So both the things are fine. Now the third mistake. And the third mistake is you're not in front of the buyer with money. That's what I just shared with you right now. That भैंस के आगे बीन मारने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. You need to be in front of the right kind of people. And that's, let me share a example of this guy. This guy is one of the best violinists in the world, and he was invited by Library of Congress, and thousands of people were there who listened to his performance in Library of Congress, Washington DC, and he got $60,000 for 1 hour performance. $60,000 for 1 hour performance. Lovely. Now, the next day, Washington Post, a newspaper in America, they ask this guy to just play the same performance, just wear a black cap like I am wearing today, wear a black cap and perform the same performance in a metro subway station next to Library of Congress, just next to it. He played 1 hour in that metro subway. You know how much he earned? $32. Same performance, same person next day. What was different? What was different? Who was different? Yeah, you guessed it right. It's the audience. It's the audience. The place, yeah, but the audience. Both are places, but both have different audience. You need to be in front of the right kind of people. Walmart failed miserably in Germany. Miserably. Hoping to replicate their success in America, they got into Germany, but failed miserably. They were not in front of the right kind of people. They closed it. It's fine. They didn't take it seriously. Walmart is this and that, and now, our business has gone down, and, Germany has not accepted us, and they didn't take it on their ego. They said, okay, it's not working in Germany. Let's open in Mexico and China. And they opened in Mexico and China. And what happened? Boom! Went up. Up, 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 up. Why? Why did it go up? Because they were in front of the right kind of people. In Germany, it was not the right fit and the right products and the right pricing. But with China and Mexico, it went right. So you change. I did the same. I was doing events only in Indore in the beginning, and I was just breaking even, not getting profits. Then I went to Raipur and got profitable from there. Because guys, we need to understand that we are just making this mistake. And this mistake is not changing. And we कब तक रहेंगे यार underpaid, undervalued, under-recognized? कब तक? सोचा है कभी? Have you put a date to it? That I don't want to be underpaid, undervalued, and under-recognized in my life, in my business, in whatever I do. The people around you don't recognize you, don't value your work, don't pay you accordingly, because you're not changing something which should be changed. But I didn't want this feeling all my life because I was going towards the abundance mindset. So I changed. I changed cities as well because I wanted to be where people respect my work. क्योंकि भैंस के आगे बीन बजाने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. So let me share, one of the jewelry stores in Indore is called Anand Jewelers. Is very fast running store, Anand Jewelers. Now, my friend has a shop next to Anand Jewelers, very close. Just one little lane and then the shop. He was not getting 1.5 lakh for his shop. Today he's getting 5 lakhs, 5.5 lakhs for the same shop. Why? Because Anand Jewelers attracts the best and the best crowd of people who want to buy jewelry. So, a jeweler from Mumbai and South wants that shop. So now they are ready to give any price for that. Because the jewelers from South and Mumbai, they know that if people come to Anand Jewelers and our store is just next to it, we will get a walk-in. That's marketing. That's being in front of the right kind of people. That's the game. MX, American Express card, they take the best stall in the best kiosk in Delhi, in Mumbai airports, because they want the right kind of people, like bang in just before the people enter the boarding gates. You get the point. You need to be there. आप कितने भी अच्छे हो, आपका कंटेंट कितना भी अच्छा हो, पर आप अगर राइट लोगों के सामने नहीं हो तो आपको वैल्यू ही नहीं होने वाली. You will never be valued. Your work will never be valued. And it is just one mistake because you didn't learn marketing. You didn't pay attention to this. You thought that, people will come automatically. No, people don't come automatically. People don't have that much time today to automatically find the right person. No, whatever comes in front of them, they take it. Because they are having a lot of options. ऐसा नहीं उनके पास options नहीं है और उन ढूंढना पड़ेगा उनको. They have options. Every day there is a different person popping up in their industry. Are you popping up or not in front of their eyes? And then you attract the right kind of people. So guys, I want to ask you this question. Do you make videos? Because that is also important, putting content on social media, making videos, to be in front of the right kind of people, because that's the game. And I want to give you a strategy which really, really worked for me. Would you like to learn that? How do you get in front of the right kind of people? भैंस के आगे नहीं रहना. उन लोगों के सामने. Be in front of the buyer, the customer, which has money. So, suppose you make a video. You make a call to action video. Call to action video is basically you're promoting your business. It's a business video, right? And you put it on, say, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Now, let me explain to you the algorithm, what happens when you put your video or photo where you're promoting your business, and you put it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Suppose you put it on YouTube or Facebook, whatever. Now, there are two ways. You will just post it, or you will run ads of that, that sponsored one, or the non-sponsored, unsponsored and sponsored. If it is unsponsored, the algorithm thinks, okay, they want views and followers. So they will take it to those people who are viewers and eventually become followers. Make sense? Now, if you run ads of your video, of your photo, what will happen is that the purpose in the eyes of the algorithm, Facebook or whatever, algorithm is very clear. Oh, they have put in money. That means they want to make money. So let me show it to those people who will eventually become inquiries and leads. So this category of people is completely different than this category of people. Are you with me? ये अलग लोग हैं और ये अलग लोग हैं. If you want to target these people, this is the way. If you want to target this is the people, you don't pay money. You don't run ads. And you might be thinking, oh, so how is it different? Everybody is same. No, everybody is not same. Facebook knows much more than you. Your history. Okay, how much you bought? What did you buy online? Do you have a credit card or not? Do you do UPI? They know everything. And hence they have different baskets like these of people. And you tell me one thing. Suppose Facebook, your video, if you don't promote it, then it will go to the right audience, or Facebook will take it to a better audience if you pay them. What do you think? If I pay you to do something and if I don't pay you to do something, you understand, right? I pay you to do something, you will do much better. Let's be very honest to ourselves. And that's what with Facebook, everybody is a business. So if I pay you to do something, you will get me better audience. वही भैंस के आगे बीन बजा रहे हैं हम. ये सिर्फ ऑडियंस बिल्ड कर रहे हैं हम. और ये भी एक तरीका है, इसके बारे में बात करेंगे आगे जाके. बट अभी ये समझो, अगर आपको भैंसें हटानी है तो आपको थोड़ा इन्वेस्ट करना है. इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो उन्हीं लोगों के सामने कंटेंट जाएगा जो आपका बिजनेस कंटेंट है, जहाँ पे आप बोल रहे हो कि बाय माय प्रोडक्ट, कम इन माय वेबिनार, व्हाटएवर, कम इन माय 1-to-1, व्हाटएवर, वो भी बात करेंगे. And then people become your leads. Now, what is a lead? An inquiry or a lead is the same thing. That is, taking their name, number and email ID. Like when you came in this program, you shared your name, number and email ID with me so that I could get in touch with you because you showed interest in Jitesh Manwani's program. Yes? So you became my lead. Now, you come in my webinar, my masterclass or 1-to-1. And if you like what I do and what I offer at the right price, you become my customer. And I make money and I invest back and you get satisfaction and you get value and the whole journey becomes amazing. And this is the system how you can be in front of the right kind of people. Because if you just do organic and do unsponsored, this one, if you just do this one, what is the problem? Let me tell you, the problem will be like this. So if you just do organic instead of ads, so what will happen? For an example, you have 500 followers. अब 500 है, 5000 है, 5 lakh है, limited है ना, limited है, very limited. For an example, you have 500 followers. So you make a video. You ask people to join your webinar. So for an example, all 500 people see that. For an example, that's not possible. Only 200, 300 will see that. But still, 500 people see that. Now, as 500 people see that, 20 people become your leads saying that, yes, we want to know more about the webinar and we want to come. And they will give their name, number and email ID. And 5 people will come in the webinar. Let me tell you, 20-30% he show up hota hai. Show up matlab those who attended the webinar, right? That's a 20-30%. And out of that, say 2 people buy it. Lovely. You make money? Good. Wow. Now, what do you think? After 1 week, again you will make one more video. Again 500 people will see. Again 20 leads will come. Again 5 people. Again 2 sales. Then next week, again 500 people. No, boss. No, it is the same 500 people. You will not get enough people so that you will even do the webinar. You get my point? Because your organic following is not that big. You have to use the audience of Facebook and run ads. Because it has millions and millions and billions of people. And as you run ads, it can go to more and more different people. See, on day 1, it will go to again 2,500. Maybe you invest, say, $1,500. This is what an average investment is per day. And within 4 days, in 6,000 or 4 days, right? 15 into 4. 6,000 is an investment which you need to make to get your money back. This is, yes, Jitesh, advertising बहुत महंगा होगा, लाखों रुपए लग जाएंगे. नहीं होता ऐसा. Online नहीं है ऐसा, right? So please understand. So, see, first of all, instead of 500 viewers, in the day 1 you got 2,500 viewers. Because these are those people who are majority not following you. And out of that, say you get 50 leads only. See, out of 2,500, you got only 50 leads. Here people knew you, so you got more leads. It was like 20%. Here it was like much less. You get that? Here it is like way high. Huh? Now, here you get just 50. Out of 2,500, you just get 50. And 5 people show up and you get 3 sales. Now, next day, your video will go to different viewers and different leads will come and different show up and different. That's why it is more long term. It will go to, let me share with you it's been around 3.5-4 years. I have been continuously running ads. And I've continuously, getting new people and new leads and new show-ups and new customers because I follow this. That's what I'm saying. I'm sharing my secrets with you. How do you go deeper? You need to have that courage. You need to invest in your business. अच्छा, कोचिंग में कभी सोचा है कोई और इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है कोई बहुत बड़ा? You need a warehouse, you need vehicles, you need equipment, you need land. Nothing, boss. You need to invest in these things. This is your investment. So that you reach the right kind of people. So that you invest in yourself. Because this is what needs to upgrade. This is what needs to upgrade. This is what needs to upgrade. That's an investment as a coach. And yes, these are the different investments than your conventional business. This is not a conventional business and you need to get out of it. So your focus should be to get 1,000 leads. Organically, it will take years. Organically, agar karoge na, bina unpaid, non-sponsored, it will take years. But with paid, it will take weeks to do it. Weeks. So, now this is the conclusion you have come to. Oh, ads run karne hai. Okay. So, to reach the right audience, you need to find a digital market agency, right? मतलब कौन ad कौन run करेगा? आपको तो आता नहीं है. So, you will put it to a digital marketing agency. Wow, lovely, brilliant. You made again one more mistake. Because the great digital or the real performance marketers in the real digital marketing agencies will never, ever give you a deal which you can afford. Because they are real experts. आज मेरे ads top world की top agencies run करती हैं. World की. International. Because I can afford them. In the beginning you will not. Later you may. So what did I do? I learned it, boss. Because I don't want to outsource something which is an important thing. Because this is the mistake. Is to outsource marketing to an agency in the beginning of your career. Because you only, ये सुन लेना ध्यान से, you should only outsource those things which you understand. Otherwise you can't keep a quality check. Neither you cannot ask them to charge you correctly. They will overcharge you. You never delegate or outsource. एक ही बात है, delegate अंदर होता है कंपनी का, outsource बाहर होता है. You should never delegate or outsource something which you do not understand the foundations. क्या जिंदगी भर करना है? नहीं करना है. Foundations आनी चाहिए, बिल्कुल आनी चाहिए, नहीं तो कभी भी स्केल अप नहीं कर पाएंगे. जितेश, बट हम वी आर कोचेस, व्हाई विल वी लर्न एडवर्टाइजिंग? इट्स मार्केटिंग बॉस, इट्स बिजनेस के ये 3 पिलर होते हैं जिससे प्रॉफिट आता है. क्या है ये 3 डोमिनोज? बोल लो 3. There are 3 dominoes. One is marketing, the second is sales, the third is product. Marketing matlab advertising, sales. You need to move the marketing because marketing is going to give you leads. And the leads going to convert into customers. So what is the work of the marketing and the advertising department is to get leads. As you get leads, perfect. ये dominoes पे गिरा. Now ये dominoes पे गिरा, but the sales department, maybe you are the sales department, and now you've got leads. Now the sales department can work. Without leads, what will the sales department? They'll just sit and do lead generation. That's what majority of you are doing right now. You're doing lead generation by yourself. Are you with me? This is the domino. The marketing works. Oh, you get amazing leads. Good. Now sales should work. Now sales should work. And sales got it. Now the product, your course, your coaching should work so that you get repeat customers, so that people refer you, and that's how you get profits in your business. That's the 4th domino. ये तीनों पे काम होगा तब जाके profits आते हैं. समझ में आया? And don't make this mistake which these companies make. They outsource something and they failed miserably. Boeing did the same thing. They outsourced their software to one incompetent company and they failed, and billions of dollars का नुकसान हुआ. Nike did the same thing. They outsourced their production to some stupid company, and again billions of dollars. So companies make that mistake. You don't make that mistake. Your company is not that big that it can afford that mistake, and you may not sustain. So I want you to understand that this marketing is a big pillar, and marketing का काम होता है leads लाना, और advertising आपको leads ला के देगी. So please understand that. And Ruchita also felt the same. Sir, why will I? She's a social media influencer, turned into a coach, nutritionist, and she bootstrapped her coaching business and reached 20 lakhs. How? Again, it's the power of advertising. We need to advertise so that we can reach the right kind of people, ताकि भैंस के आगे बीन ना बजानी पड़े. आज रुचिता खुद के एड्स रन करती है क्या? नहीं, उनकी भी टॉप कंपनी ऑफ इंडिया रन करती है. आज पहले तो खुद ही करा ना. Today, she knows so much about advertising, and she's into nutrition. Still, she knows so much about advertising that she can actually catch hold and say, this is the fundamental. Why are we doing this strategy? See, you need to know the fundamentals and the foundations. Otherwise, people will fool you. People will not work. The agencies never work as if it's their business. No. There are very, very few people who are so dedicated as you for your business. So you should know the foundations, because if you don't get leads, you don't get customers. Right? How many of you would like to learn and want to do 1 crore business per year? 1 crore का धंधा coaching से कैसे कर सकते हो? करना चाहोगे? I'm going to share a reverse calculation here with you. If you are excited, I am excited to support you here. Suppose you want to do 1 crore of business, right? अब 1 crore कैसे होता है? कैसे होगा 1 crore? देखते हैं. तो for an example, आपका product 5,000 का है. You have a 5,000 rupee product or a course. ठीक है? So 5,000 rupee price है. Now 5,000 है तो कितनी सेल्स करनी पड़ेगी 1 करोड़ के लिए? 5,000 into what? 2,000 is 1 crore. So 5,000 into 2,000 is 1 crore. But to sell 2,000 units, how many inquiries would you need? Reverse calculation कर रहे हैं हम. कितनी inquiry चाहिए? For an example, you have a 10% conversion. Only 10% of the people buy. So you need 20,000 leads in 365 days. कितनी? 20,000 leads in 365 days. So that is, क्योंकि 1 year की बात हो रही है. So that is how many leads per day? 60 leads per day. देखो बॉस, अगर आपको 1 करोड़ का बिजनेस करना है तो 60 लीड्स एक दिन में चाहिए. तो अभी आ रही है क्या? या ऐसा कोई भी सिस्टम है that 60 people are showing interest in your business every day, and that too consistently for the last say 5 months, 6 months, 1 year? No, right? Are you getting that? No. But with my abundant coaching system, you can get that. With my abundant coaching system, you can get that. I get around 1500 leads per week. And that is, see, this is August 9th, 2022 ka hai ye data. Today it's much more. It's much more. Guys, that's the game. But Jitesh, do I have to put my efforts into this to get such results? Absolutely. Anything worthwhile is not easy. Is giving money to charity and needy people is easy? Do you think? I wanted to do charity in PM Fund. It took me 1 year literally, one hour literally to submit it online. And 1 hour for me is big. Even charity is not easy. The effort is that thing which separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Remember, the success is not a destination, it's a journey, and the constant work is going to be there in life. It's a journey that requires consistent effort and hard work and dedication. And the good news is that the more effort you put in, the more reward you reap, and the more rare it is. And you will see the results of your hard work, and you will feel the sense of pride and accomplishment that comes from knowing that you did everything you could to achieve the goals. And that's what is gonna, everybody's not running ads, everybody's not learning this, and that's why they're not getting results. You learn this, you get results. You put up more efforts, you will get results. Yeah. But to get the results, you need to be in the right mindset. So I want to ask you this question to put you into the right mindset. How will you feel if you start getting consistent 20 to 50 leads or inquiries every day consistently? मतलब 20 से 50 लोग ये बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे आपके बिजनेस में इंटरेस्ट है, मैं और जानना चाहता हूं. How will you feel? Awesome? Amazing? Feel that feeling. है वो feeling है. Feel कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि अगर फील नहीं कर सकते तो कभी भी नहीं हो सकता ये. Yeah, I'll repeat it what I just said. If you can't feel this feeling, because 5 years back, I never could feel this and never could get that. Today I feel that and I get that every day. Hundreds of leads. Why? Because I feel it. Can you feel it right now? Is this possible? Is this your reality? शायद कल आप ordinary थे. Yesterday you were ordinary. Today you're ordinary. But do you think tomorrow also you're going to be ordinary? Or you're going to be extraordinary? I always thought, to be very honest with you, I always thought, this guy is not ordinary. Yes, my past was ordinary. Maybe that time my present was ordinary. But today I'm extraordinary and future is going to be even more extraordinary. I'm going to be somebody. I am today and I will be bigger. If that is the game, you will invest into all this. If that is the game, you will start getting those results, because that's the law of manifestation. So I want you to feel it right now, guys. How would you feel? Just feel that feeling so that you can attract that thing in your life. So to serve you better, guys, may I know, what do you do? May I know, what do you do? Are you into coaching? So there's a question, there's a poll in front of you if you can answer that. Question has popped up. Are you into coaching? Are you into network marketing? Are you into business? Are you into consulting? Are you a doctor? Or student, or like what? Who are you? So that I know that who's attending this program. Are we reaching the right kind of people? Are you the right fit for it? May I know your occupation? What do you do? How do you spend your time? How do you make money? That's my question. Can you please click on that so that we can move ahead? Good. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead. Lovely. Now, I want to share one more mistake which people make. And the mistake is, our coaching is our plan B or career B. That's crazy. So, have you watched Tom and Jerry? So, when you watch Tom and Jerry, who you always wanted should win? In the mind, in the heart, you always wanted who should win? Tom or Jerry? Jerry, right? You always wanted Jerry should win. And who won? Always Jerry. Why? Because we all wanted the same. Yeah. And that's how it was designed. We all wanted that. Why? Because for Tom, Jerry was just food. And he had the plan B. The milk. He could drink the milk and sleep and not eat Jerry today. But for Jerry, it was the plan A. It was his life. And that's why it worked always. Is it a plan A for you, what we're talking about today? Do you really feel connected to speaking? Do you really feel connected with sharing your knowledge? Do you really want to be a coach? And if that's your plan A, I'm your man. For me, it was always my plan A. I never had a plan B that I'll join my father's business and this and that and I'll do a job. No, never. Whenever it came in my mind, I threw that idea out so far away from the window that it never came back for many, many, many months and years. Because when we have plan Bs, we always fall on them. Burn the ships. Burn the ships if you can. Because I am looking for only very, very few people who can really take that jump with me today. I'm going to teach you exactly the abundant coaching system step by step. But before that, I want to ask you a question. A lot of people think, Jitesh, how do we do it? Do we record a course and then we sell it? We know what to do, so I'll just, I've made a course and I think that I have to do this and I will just record it and I will just do webinars and, get with ads. I will get people in the webinars and I will pitch people in the webinar as you're doing, Jitesh. I'm going to do that. See, it's so simple. Good. So I want to ask you a question. Good. You're on a great track. Huh? I want to ask you a question. So my question is, suppose a friend comes to you and your friend comes to you and you're a coach, business coach. And he comes to you and says that, see, this is my product. This is a combination of papad and pickle. Try it. So you try it. And your name is Jitesh. So your friend comes and says, Jitesh, try this pickle and papad. How's it? So you have it. Nice. Very nice. Good. See, you liked it? Yeah, I liked it. So, my friends also liked it. My family also liked it. And, I want to put up a factory of this. And I need 2 acres of land and I need 2 crores of investment and it'll take 6 months to get all the machinery and I'll not share this trade secret formula with anyone and I just want that and that's why I need your help. I need funding. What will you suggest him as a business coach? What will you suggest him? Will you suggest him to go and put up a factory and take 2 crores of loan, wait for 6 months and set up the factory and start producing 1,000 kilos of this papad pickle combo? Or the second is do the market testing by getting it manufactured by someone for 50, 100 kgs and try to sell it in the market. Is there a need in the market or not? Factory or market testing? The question is in front of you. Answer me. If you were the business coach, if you're the well-wisher, yeah, it is the market testing, not the directly factory. Similarly, I want to suggest you the same thing and that is the abundant coaching system. It is not about making courses and selling it. It's not about that. So that's how the abundant coaching system starts. The abundant coaching system, the first step of the abundant coaching system is to rebrand yourself. That's what we talked about. Rebrand it. If that doesn't work, you need to be, very specific in your positioning, the micro niching, the micro expertise. You first decide that and then you just make the curriculum of your course. Just making the curriculum. It's not about recording the course. It's just deciding, okay, so as you decide the, topics or just maybe if you're writing a book, then just the index of the book. That's what we are trying. Decide the course curriculum. Once you just decide the course curriculum, I'm going to cover this, I'm going to do this, that's it. You don't record it, you don't shoot it, you don't write it, you don't do anything. You just make a video ad. Now, why a video ad? Good question. Why a video ad? Why, Jitesh, a video? So let me tell you and let me answer that to you. If you do a video ad, what happens is that in a video ad, people can see you, listen to you, understand you. If they connect with you, they move ahead. If they do not connect with you, they swipe and they scroll and they go ahead. You get that. In a photo ad, that's not possible because it's like a photo and everybody has a similar photo like this, whatever. You get a more qualified lead. You get a more qualified person. Or you get a person who really, kind of resonates with you. Not really, but kind of resonates with you. And that's why you're here. And it's like, okay, it's like this. And in the one-to-one or a webinar, so this is the strangers, and once they see your video ad, it's like this, about to happen. And in the webinar and all, in the one-to-one or webinar, whatever you do, it's like done. It's like done deal. It's like the handshake happens. So right, in a photo ad, it's like in it's not a qualified lead which is coming in your webinar or in your one-to-one. That's the game. That is I want to share, right? So that's the whole game I want to share. That's why video ads really are very powerful, very powerful. So that's why we coach on that, and that's why we have this a very important. And now you take that video and run an ad on Facebook and Instagram. Why Facebook and Instagram? Because that's easier. Why not Google? Because it's much bigger and it's more technical, and it's much faster to get it to understand this and test the market. And spend some money in that, and test it. And as you test it, you start getting leads. If you are getting leads, that means that there is a response and people are liking your offer, your branding. If they do not like it, and which is very visible in around a week, you will understand. Running ads, you will understand, okay, is it working for me or not? If it is not, you will rebrand yourself. See, in my system, 90% of the people go through, 10% they rebrand themselves. But it's much faster. See, I took years and years, I shared with you, I took years and years and made this mistake. So what, even if you have to change once or twice, it's fine. It will be in a couple of weeks and months, few months. I took years. That's smarter, isn't it? But I say 90% of the people move ahead, and because I give amazing list of rebranding, because I know the top coaches in the world and which niches are working, which expertise are working, which brandings are working, I share that with you. And I share that with you. You pick few of them or similar. We use AI and get the exact branding which you like. And if you like it, majority of the chances, I said 90% of the chances, if you decide something, that's going to happen, because that's what happens, the numbers say. So you start getting leads, you start getting inquiries, people are interested in your offer, in your courses, in your coaching. Lovely. After that, you give them the first offer, your L0. It is also said the L0, or the first offer. What is that? Is your one-to-one. Please don't do webinars. This is the big mistake majority of the people and the coaches do, is they start doing webinars and asking people to come in. So back in 2020, 2019, 2021, it was fine. Everybody was attending webinars and buying courses. But today, webinars are not working. Why? Because people don't have that much time, and it's an old strategy, getting people in just directly the webinar, right? It works for few people who have made their authority, like I have come here and it's been years, but majority of the times people don't invest that in the new coaches. So we request people to do one-to-ones. Now, in the one-to-ones, you will think, but Jitesh, I don't have a course. I just designed the curriculum. I didn't shoot it. Yeah, it's fine. If people take in your one-to-one, if they take it, do live coaching, live group coaching on Zoom, on Google Meet. Why do you want to give them a recorded course? Give them a live experience. Isn't that? And after that, it is so important to do live coaching, because you'll get feedback. And as you get feedback, after that you record your course. It's fine. And scale up your business. So recording comes much later. Much later. You get that? That's the modern coaching system. You rebrand yourself, you design your curriculum, you make your video ad, you put it in the market, get leads, get people in your one-to-ones. And if they take your coaching program, lovely, do live coaching, take feedback, and give them recorded courses as well later. You got it? And this is the system which this guy also used. His name is Jitesh Gupta. He's a founder of Headache Tutorials, and he focused on his online business model and now crossed a business of more than 40 lakhs. How? Same system. Jitesh, you're sharing so big numbers, 40 lakhs. Others get results, but I don't think I can get such results so quickly. Haha. Wow. So first and foremost, the results are not typical, and everyone has their journey. You're right. Second, which is even more important than the first one, if you start feeling that others get results and you don't get results, don't you think you're manifesting the wrong things in your life, and you may fall into the victim mindset zone? And that's why we have very special sessions in boot camp, in the 3-day boot camp, and before that on the mindset bit. Because problem ये नहीं है कि मेरा system काम नहीं करता, problem ये है कि आपकी सोच ना अभी आपके लिए काम नहीं कर रही है. And we need to work on the mindset bit. I told you that's the secret. The first slide I showed you, mindset versus tools. That's the secret. I assure you, as you complete the boot camp, the next day, मतलब Friday, Saturday, Sunday boot camp है, Monday end. If you have a sales on Monday, your chances of conversions will be double. because I worked on your mindset and your energy shifted in the boot camp. Understand the point. The game is to work on the mindset of a coach, the abundance mindset. That's the game. And you know what? Whenever I join any community, you know what? With what intention I join? I don't think that, oh, this coach or this guy is saying so big numbers. Will I be able to get it or not? No, you know what did I think? What do I think? I think, this coach, this guy, whoever I'm learning from, I keep learning from top coaches in the world. I'm going to be his biggest case study. And this guy is going to put me on his website, on his landing page. And so many people will see me that I am a success case study. With that intent, if you think, I'm very sure you will also become my success case study. Do you agree? Do you agree? यही सोचने का तरीका है कि ये सोचने का तरीका है ये लोग बड़े बड़े नंबर दिखाते हैं बड़े बड़े कम ऑन गाइस कम ऑन गेट आउट ऑफ दैट माइंडसेट ऑथेंटिक हैं हम रियल हैं हम आप समय के साथ देख लेंगे हमें हमारी सोशल मीडिया देख लीजिए वेबसाइट देख लीजिए वी डोंट कमिट एनीथिंग which is not but it's just that you need to come out of that mindset because I really want to pinpoint that out because maybe no one would say that to you and I want to say that would you like to become a success case study of JMAC because I want to make you. Can you see that in my eyes? That honesty? Can you see it in my heart? I really feel for this industry. I'm going to stay in this industry. I'm going to stay with you. If you understand what is the problem which you might be having today, the challenges, the mindset blocks. Don't think that way, right? Good. So let me share again few challenges which small time coaches, this is difference I want to share. What small time coaches do and what unbreakable coaches do. So on the top are the small time coaches, but unbreakable coaches are not small time, they're big coaches, Maybe not today, but tomorrow they will be because the intent and the mindset is like that, right? So the small time coaches, they focus on selling small courses quickly. Okay, small course, 200, 300, 500, 700, 999 course. Sell. We unbreakable coaches, my community, focus on creating an impact with course completion. We focus on course completion. And that's why we create, design courses which gets completed. Rather than selling, the completion is our focus. Like Rajni. She has taken her webinars and monthly revenues to more than 20 lakhs. यहाँ 12 लाख लगा है, अभी 20 लाख हो गया उसका. Recently clocked, that much. And currently focused on hiring teams and growing. And she's a autism parenting coach. One more is she's a doctor, Renuka Sitpura. She started her second new clinic within 90 days of joining. Now coaching people to improve her skin and health with Ayurveda. So just not selling courses. One more, thing which small coaches do is they just focus on sharing fancy new strategies to get quick results. Just strategy. No, focus on core fundamentals to get lasting result. It's the fundamentals. I told you in the webinar, in this masterclass, I talked about fundamentals because fundamentals are the most important thing. Strategies keep changing. Fundamentals are the most important thing. Small time coaches try to build larger than life brand image. They will co-author a book. They will do a podcast with someone they will show that I have this car. I got on this jet. Oh, I know this guy, whatever, what this guy commented. Forget that. Unbreakable coaches try to build a large community of engaged students. And if you have a large community of engaged students, any big names and big guns of coaching industry or non-coaching industry will come to you because you have a community of engaged students. That's what, unbreakable coaches focus on. So I want to ask you a few questions right now. I want all your attention here. And I want to ask you these questions, just so important. The first question is, how many of you are still confused about your niche and want my help with it? Yeah? Would you want that? Yes or no? Let me know. Would you need more help? You need more discussion on this? Can you give me more time? Thank you. How many of you have a dream that you should make a nice video which makes you proud when you look at it and it gets you many, many, many leads? Yeah? You want to do that? Good. As every company is advertising online, do you think understanding the fundamentals of Facebook and Instagram advertising are important for you? Yeah? Good. So, I made a 3-day boot camp to solve these challenges. Can I share it with you? Yes? If I get enough, yes. This is a question. If I get enough, yes. I will move ahead and share. If I don't get enough, yes, Thank you so much. We can end the program here and it's good to go, right? We'll just do some quick Q&A in the chat box and my team will answer you. But if you really want to attend the bootcamp with me and learn it live from me in a 3-day program, which can be completely life-changing, say yes right now to the question. You do that? Yeah, good. So it'll take around 15 to 20 minutes to share with you. And if you can spend around 5 to 10,000 to go deeper, you should continue. Else you can go apply the learnings which I've shared with you today. Now, let me share some challenges which I see which are solved in the bootcamp, and these are the kind of challenges which people face, and they should attend the bootcamp. Can I share these challenges? Are these some of your challenges? 1, you feel you are alone and anxious in starting this online coaching journey. You are unable to leverage technology and don't know the correct tools needed. You get very confused in deciding the course content of your course, and you are unable to get clients for your course from the internet consistently. Are these some of your challenges? Please, do you relate to it? You feel like sharing all your knowledge with the world but are unable to find the way and method. You love speaking and sharing content but are unable to create regular content. You are a great giver but not a great receiver. You are unable to sell your expertise at the right price. You want to live a life of abundance by sharing your knowledge, valuable knowledge and experiences, but you feel stuck. Or, there is no time for family or personal life. And still you're not able to just barely meet ends and, can't grow. And you feel like your best years are passing you by. And you have bought few courses, but don't get the motivation to complete them, some recorded courses. And you have tried few systems and coaches, but the ball is not moving and you don't want to quit. These are the challenges are what we have dedicated our life to solve for coaches specifically, because I am a business coach of coaches. If you have these challenges, then you should come to me. If not, then I'm not the right person. Do you want to solve these challenges? Yes or no? Permanently. Then I want to invite you to a 3-day boot camp with me. These are the dates in front of you. It's a morning to evening boot camp. It's a 3-day live alpha interactive online boot camp. The dates are in front of you. From morning 9:30 to evening 5:30. Oh, Jitesh, so long. 3 days, 3 long days. Isn't it too long? Okay, let me answer you. So if Bhagwan na kare, but if your health goes for a toss and we have to take out time to sit in the hospital, can you argue with the doctor? No, I don't want to sit for 3 days. No, right? And if we are thinking to shift our career, can't we take a weekend off? See, for health you're doing that. For career you can't do that. So the career will not shift. But Jitesh, I can't, why can't I just spend 1 hour and do it and, just give me a course? And no, that doesn't happen. You know what? 5% of the people actually watch those courses. 90% don't. 95% don't. Average completion rate is 5%. But my completion rate, because of the boot camp, because of the 3-day live boot camp, because I stand with you and commit with you and stand with you and we do it together, because of that, because I put that much effort, because I give you that accountability, because my coaches are behind you, because the team leaders are behind you, you know what happens? 50 to 60% is the completion rate in my course. 10 times more than any other course on the market. Why? Because all the foundations of the course, from choosing your one-line branding, आपको अपने कोर्स बनाने के लिए, कोचिंग करियर स्टार्ट करने के लिए, starting from your one-line branding to course setting to designing a curriculum to making promotional content to sales closing secret, all is learned with me, with the whole batch, where you never feel alone and you're full-time in touch with the community leaders and JMAC coaches for any help and doubt. Why do you go on a holiday? Have you ever thought about it? काय को जाते हो holiday पे? For deep relaxation, right? You can go on holiday in piecemeal. जा सकते हो क्या piecemeal में 1 घंटा रोज का holiday? No, right? You need to disconnect from the work to connect with yourself fully in order to have the peace of mind, to have fun. Similarly, in this boot camp, you need to connect with yourself deeply, connect with me deeply to make the right next move in your career. Else you will never be able to make that move. सोचते रह जाओगे फेंस पे, और फेंस चुभता है, कांटा होता है फेंस पे, कांच होता है फेंस पे. जो आज आपको यहां तक लेके आया है, वी बिल्ड अ लॉट ऑफ मोमेंटम इन द बूट कैंप सो दैट ऑल दैट कैन बी चैनलाइज्ड इनटू क्रिएशन ऑफ द कोर्स एंड कंटेंट व्हिच मेक्स यू रेडी फॉर 6-figure monthly coaching business. Jitesh is gonna be boring. Go check out my reviews on Google. We have got more than 800, 900 reviews, and it's 4.7 out of 500. 5. It's not boring, boss. You will need me more and more once you listen to it. So is it the right fit for me? Am I the right fit? Is this the right fit? Even if you are not tech savvy, you can easily pull it off. You know, Madhvi Tiwari, a yoga trainer, did not know anything. And today is running ads and doing one-to-ones of her yoga. Yoga wale hote nahi na technical zyada. Preeti, a school teacher, math teacher, was not super intelligent, you know, but a hard worker, a dedicated person, because that kind of people go ahead in life. I am not very talented. I'm a hard worker. I'm a disciplined guy. If you have a knowledge of a 10 standard kid, you can do it. You can pull it off. So what is the format of the bootcamp? Day 1 is rebranding. The first day itself, you will be part of a vibrant team led by super supportive coaches and team members so that you never feel left out in the whole journey. So day 1 is rebrand. You brand yourself correctly. I give you, you know, it's not about health coaching. It's not about business coaching. It's not about career coaching. यही 4-5 चीज़ होती है. Health, wealth, relationship, business, stock market, यही चीज़ होता है ना. Wealth को stock. देखो समझो, वो जो basic वाली चीज़ें हैं ना, वो काम नहीं करती हैं अब. Business coaching, no, will not work. I'm a business coach. I'm a health coach. I'm a wellness coach. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a dietitian. No, I'm a yoga trainer. No, that doesn't work. What works? You go deeper in. I'll give you a list of it. I'll give you a list. इस नीश में ये एक्सपर्टीज है, इस नीश में ये चाहिए, उसमें से पिक करो. हम AI यूज करेंगे. We will use the power of AI and put that so that we get you the right thing. And you pick and choose. Multiple options. Like a buffet. You pick it up. The chances of that clicking is very, very high. काश मेरे टाइम ही ऐसा होता. काश मेरे टाइम पे कोई ऐसा कर रहा होता. आज से 6, 7, 8 साल पहले. 8 साल पहले. हमने नहीं किया. किसी ने नहीं किया तो इसलिए हम नहीं किया. That's how any business is made. We faced that challenge, but nobody was there. Today I am there. I'm giving you my hand. It's your time to take that. Now, the first thing what I shared with you is day 1 we do rebranding. Day 2 is performance. You make your course. You make your course content. You make videos, and that video, the scripting of the video, and then you make that video which actually gets you leads. सो इतनी लीड्स जो आपको इस वीडियो से आने वाली है, इतनी लीड्स आपको इस वीडियो से आने वाली है, जो आप बनाएंगे वीडियो, वो कैसा बनता है? वो अकॉर्डिंग टू द पॉलिसीज होता है. यू परफॉर्म, एंड आई पुट यू इनटू टीम्स, यू परफॉर्म. इट्स क्रेजी बॉस. एंड डे 3 इज ट्रांसफॉर्म. यू ट्रांसफॉर्म एज अ सेल्स क्लोजिंग मशीन, बिकॉज डे 3 वी एक्चुअली डू अ रोल प्ले. And not just a basic coach who just teaches, you became a sales machine, a conversion machine, by understanding the secrets, because I share my secrets in the day 3. Who all attend this? Corporate employees, government employees, freelancers, new coaches, doctors, professionals, IT experts, experienced coaches, job, जिनके job है, job seekers as well, dietitians, mental health, stock market, specialized technical businesses, public speakers, subject teachers, coaching classes owners, alternate therapy, astrology, ये सब लोग, working professionals, they attend this program because thousands and thousands have attended this, right? So let me tell you, see, what all will you need to set up your coaching business and grow it? देखो मैं step by step बताता हूँ. ये पूरी journey है. This is the whole journey. Now, in this journey, let me explain it to you. You want to be an online coach maybe today. You need to set your foundations. That's what I'm going to do in 3 days, is set up your foundations. How do you get leads? I'm going to share that. And also one-to-one conversion sales कैसे होती है? Because I told you don't do webinars in the beginning. You do one-to-one conversions. So if you set up, you reach easily 50,000 to 1 lakh if you can follow the system, what I'm saying, which you can if you just need to. You know, उसको ऑप्शन नहीं रखोगे ना तो मैं सब करके दूंगा. तुम ऑप्शंस ले आओगे जिंदगी में, ये हो जाएगा वो, कुछ नहीं, ये करोगे यहां तक पहुंचोगे. 1-to-1 कन्वर्जन सीक्रेट्स मैं आपसे डे 3 में शेयर करूंगा. नाउ दिस इज द जर्नी अहेड, द वेबिनार सेटिंग, द कन्वर्जन एंड शाइनिंग, दिस इज द नेक्स्ट जर्नी. बट इन द नेक्स्ट 3 days, you know, the 3-day boot camp and more, I'm going to tell you what's more. You will be, this is the level 1. This is the level 1. You'll set up your foundations, you'll start getting, you know, you should start getting leads because you've made your video inquiries, and how do you convert? This is what our objective is, right? And I'll share my secrets of 1-to-1 conversion. So what all is covered? Appealing branding to get hot leads. We will start with choosing the right branding for your coaching and consulting business, which is a part of an online market. After studying more than 1,000 coaches and their journey and pattern, I have come up with a system which can help you reach your micro niche effectively. तो वो cover होगा. Second, a foolproof business funnel to make social media scroller your customer. Have you ever wondered how coaches like us, जैसे हमारे जैसे, smoothly make a social media scroller our client and eventually student? I will give you the exact strategy for your coaching business, which is used by the fastest growing coaches in 2023, because 2020 was different. 2023 is very different. You can definitely try and fail and try again with different funnels and waste many months, or just learn from me that what works in 2023 in 3 days. Also, you'll be able to design the content of your curriculum. You will have an amazing knowledge about, see, you have amazing knowledge right now, but may not know how to present it to people, how to transfer it to anyone and everyone. Structure it in an easily understandable course so that people can get benefited from your experience. I don't want to sell you a recorded course. Let's do it live. I know it's very tough to complete the course yourself. That's why I want you to do it with me and fellow unbreakable coaches. Video making skills is also a part of this, guys. Yes, the probability of you making an amazing video is 90% in this bootcamp, because whoever joins the programs makes an amazing video. It could be the first video of yours or 100th video. I have helped more than 50,000 people generate 5 lakh videos. That's my imprint. I will give you the perfect script which has generated more than 1 lakh leads for coaching programs for my students, because it is written keeping in mind Facebook and Instagram policies, and Facebook promotes it, and your lead cost gets lower and lower, as I am sure you would not like to miss out on this magic script, which is the shortest way to get clients from the internet. Even video editing is a part of it, because I know, how do you do it with video, with the mobile, with PC. Even a 10 standard kid can easily do it. It's so easy. We are giving it to you step by step. You start lead generation with meta advertising. I take you step by step, actually telling you how to generate leads with meta advertising by telling you exactly where to click, what to click, and move ahead with meta advertising. Yes, it's so powerful. I even give you tutorials and recordings and step-by-step tutorials so that you can do it on your own also whenever you get time. Now, continuous support in regular flow of leads. Now, what do you mean by that? Guys, it's not only 3 days. It's not only 3 days. You're going to learn a lot of things in 3 days because you're going to give me a lot of time. You're going to take a lot of action there, but there will be some action which you'll take after the bootcamp as well. I will give you support every week. Isn't that amazing? My team, JMac, is going to give you support. Any questions, every week we answer. Every week we answer your question. You follow it, we give you answer. You follow it, we give you answer. इससे ज़्यादा क्या चाहिए? इससे ज़्यादा मिलता है? It's not only 3 days, it goes on, the journey goes on. The sales conversion secrets, which can increase your current conversion by 30%. How do you sell coaching and courses? We are experts of that. I have invested 13 years in this of my life. And I'm going to share that on day 3 with you. A community of like-minded coaches headed by a fast-growing coach, and that is me. And weekly calls for any Q&A. That's what I shared with you. It's not only 3 days. I take it ahead. So the 3 days dates are just bang in front of you. Morning 9:30 to evening 5:30. 3-day alpha interactive bootcamp, absolutely live, where I'll share the sales funnel, a foolproof funnel to make social media scrollers, curriculum, making the simplest and the quickest way to make your course curriculum, 1-to-1 conversion secrets, that is learn live in a role play, which can increase your current conversion by 30%. All this in the interactive bootcamp. Very quickly, I'm going to show you a video how this Alpha Interactive Bootcamp looks like. Have a look.
It is a truly life-changing transformational journey. Now, I typically do every week a webinar in which 300 to 500 people come into the webinar. Wow. And I'm looking to scale it up even more. And when I started the journey, it was at 0. And now I'm crossing 5 lakh rupees per month. And wow.
I know that you might have your own inhibitions and doubts, but trust me, after getting into this course, everything will disappear. When you start following the system, when you start, believing that the system works, everything will disappear, and you will also think that this is one of the best decisions that you have ever taken.
बहुत अच्छा है ये, मतलब मैं ग्रो कर रही हूँ. मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम अर्न करना ही लास्ट जनवरी से स्टार्ट किया था, और विद इन 1.5 साल मैं 3 लाख पर महीना कमा रही हूँ. तो आई एम सो हैप्पी फॉर दैट, सब जितेश सर की वजह से.
Guys, if you are excited, I'm excited for this bootcamp. Let's hit it and let's do it together. If you see the Google reviews, it's more than 4.7 on 850 reviews and counting. People have got some amazing results ranging from real estate industry, taking their business from 1.2 lakhs to 8 lakhs per month. People like breath and meditation experts going to 8 lakh per month. People like nutritionists are going to 20 lakh rupees. Even mapology, geography teachers going from 20,000 per month to 3 lakh. Companies like Fitter Fly, they worked with us on the sales funnel and all, and they got $12 million funding by Amazon Sambhav Ventures. And now the branding is so big that they are advertising themselves in the Times of India front page. That's Fitter Fly, our clients. Guys, weekly calls are come at extra price. Extra price hota hai weekly calls ka, that is 10,000 rupees. And that's on Thursday 11 a.m. Thursday 11 a.m. hota hai. So there's gonna be an extra lifetime access of self-study course is also given to you at 4,999. And video editing, meta ad mastery. These are self-study courses which you get lifetime access, and we continuously upgrade them. ये सब आपको मिल रहा है जो एक्स्ट्रा होता है जनरली, पर इस बूट कैम्प में अगर आप आज ये डिसीजन लेते हैं, you take this decision today, I'm going to give you a lot of bonuses together for you. Only for very limited people. Now, what are the benefits of Omega Level? Full academic support on private email so that you never feel stuck. A similar course which comes with all this is at least 20,000. At least. इससे ज़्यादा ही होता है क्योंकि we give way more value, and we have a big USP. And you know what is our big USP? I'm not a solo coach. I am team of coaches. I am not alone. I am not the Superman. I have Avtar, I have Pranay, I have Himanshu, I have Shivam. I have more and more people joining and learning and helping my community, our unbreakable coaches community. So we can give you that support. Because मेरे अकेले की बात ही नहीं है भाई, मैं 5,000 लोगों को मैं अकेला support कैसे दे सकता हूँ? There are already 5,000 people in the community and counting, way more. So I have a team who supports you. And that's why we are different. And as I shared with you, the Omega level price of the Alpha Bootcamp today is 9,999. But there are few bonuses I want to share with you if you want. Do you want more? Do you want more bonuses? Do you want more bonuses? Because you're here, I can give you some bonuses. Do you want more? I'm going to give you something crazy for the first 7 people only. What you do? आज के 7 लोग में हैं अगर आप, I give you a lifetime membership to exclusive community of unbreakable coaches. Guys, hundreds of people are attending this program right now. The first 7 people will get a lifetime membership to an exclusive community of unbreakable coaches, which is generally at 5,000 if you take it from the website. Let's make it more interesting. For the first 7 people only, I give you lifetime access to Alpha Bootcamp Interactive. Lifetime access. You get that? How many times you want to attend? Jitesh, I can't attend it this time, the date which you are telling me. कोई बात नहीं, अगली बार कर सकते हो. दूंगा access अगर अभी jump in करते हो तो. For the first 7 people only, a lifetime access. अगली बार attend करूंगा, अगली बार करना है, थोड़ा और मिस हो गया, रिवाइज करना है, आपने अपडेट कर दिया content. Yes to every. I give you access to every bootcamp I do, the Alpha Bootcamp Interactive, if you jump in right now. Also, I'm going to give you a project video sales course, which is a 7,000 rupee course for the first 7 people only, which includes how do you design your offers, how do you do the scripting, how do you do the video editing, how do you record your courses, how do you set up your course, how do you set up your camera, how do you set up the lights, how do you create awesome quality videos, you see, like this, and even way better than that. You want all that? You're important. Video making is very, very important today, guys. I'm going to give you this. This is a 7,000 rupee course, which thousands and thousands of people have bought it, and I've stopped selling it now. It is no more available in the market. I'm giving it to you as an extra, which is 7,000 bucks for absolutely free for the first 7 people only. This is only for dedicated people, guys, if you can take action right now. So what are the outcomes which you can expect from this? The outcomes are niche clarity. In 3 days only, your niche clarity will be done. Your online branding will be finalized. 7 video shoots. आपके video shoot हो जाएंगे. 7 video and post, and you'll start getting leads. Course content and context will be ready to deliver your course content, and video ad will be ready, and that will help you get online inquiries. So these are the outcomes of the bootcamp. How so much is possible, Jitesh, in just 3 days? कैसे हो सकता है 3 दिन में ये सब possible? कैसे हो सकता है 3 दिन में ये कैसे possible हो सकता है? आंसर यही है. कैसे हो सकता है? Let me tell you. Because I do it live, because I am with you, because I am with the whole batch. It's a small batch. Because you have my coaches, because you have team leaders, and we have the biggest power, and it is possible with the power of AI. ये सब 3 दिन में हो सकता है. ये सब 3 दिन में हो सकता है जो मैंने आपसे शेयर किया. ये सारे आउटकम्स हो सकते हैं 3 दिन में, क्योंकि हम AI यूज़ करेंगे, क्योंकि हम टीम यूज़ करेंगे, क्योंकि जब मैं आपको 30 दिन या 60 दिन का कोर्स देता हूं तब करते नहीं हो, तो मैं जिद लेता हूं और मैं आपसे पूरा कराता हूं. एंड सपोज यू कांट अटेंड द फुल बूट कैंप, देन व्हाट? आई टोल्ड यू, इफ यू कम टुडे, इफ यू जंप इन टुडे, आई गिव यू अ लाइफ टाइम एक्सेस टू द बूट कैंप. If you jump in today, join the community of more than 4,500 coaches and continuing. The self-study courses are in Hindi and also in English subtitled. The course location, the bootcamp, is absolutely online. The validity is lifetime of the courses and the bootcamp. If you jump in today, the everyday price which I shared with you is at jiteshmanwani.com, which is at 9,999. That is an investment which you are making right now. And let me share it with you. See, I know this 10-15 हज़ार का इन्वेस्टमेंट. कुछ साल पहले मैंने एक नौकरी के लिए अप्लाई किया था. 15-20 हज़ार की नौकरी थी ना, जितने का कोर्स है ये. आजकल क्या होता है 10 हज़ार में? कुछ नहीं होता. 10 हज़ार में कुछ नहीं होता. एजेंसी भी काम नहीं करेगी तुम्हारे लिए, राइट? वो भी 1 महीने के लिए. मैं तो लाइफ टाइम एक्सेस दे रहा हूँ. प्लीज़ अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. यू नो, आई अप्लाइड इन अ जॉब वेयर आई वाज वर्किंग एज अ सॉफ्ट स्किल ट्रेनर, एज अ project base. I got a 1 lakh rupee project for 1 month with those guys. It was an engineering college. And then that project didn't renew, and I was about to have a child in my life. So I asked and said that, okay, can I do a job at your place? You know, whatever salary you give me, 20, 30, जो भी देना है देना. I was like, I just need financial stability. You know, 6 years back की बात हो रही है. And I was about to get a reply from them, and Priyanka was pregnant, and we admitted her in the hospital. I was sitting on the bench of the hospital. And I know it's a lucky day because I'm going to have my child. And I called Pramod ji. His name was Pramod. Pramod ji. I called Pramod ji. Yeah. What about that, interview we had? He said, yeah, Jitesh. We had a discussion on that. And I think right now management is not ready for that decision. मेरे पाँव के नीचे से ज़मीन खिसक गई थी. What is he saying? I did a project with him for 1 month for 1 lakh and ये 15-20 हज़ार की नौकरी नहीं दे रहे मुझे. नौकरी प्रोजेक्ट तो मैं हफ्ते में 2 बार 3 बार जाता था, ये नौकरी है नहीं मिल रही. जितेश मनवानी क्या कर रहे हो जिंदगी में? And within few minutes I had my son in my hand. And I didn't know what to do, to be happy that he is healthy and fit, or to feel the weight of responsibility, because that's what you feel when kids come. And I committed to my son that day that you're going to be proud of your dad. And you know what? From that day, I shifted. I understood I was making mistake. Why on earth at the age of 30, 32, I'm not able to make the ends meet? And you know, ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें मेरे लिए इतना क्यों महंगा, मुझे महंगा लगता है, हर चीज़ महंगाई लगती है, पैसे की कमी, scarcity. I did just the opposite. I invested like crazy in marketing, in myself, in learning, in courses. Any course I bought, I just bought. ठीक लगा बंदा, I bought it. And those time courses were 50,000, 60,000, 80,000, 1 lakh. That's an investment. Made 20 lakhs. Sold my bike. I had a bullet. Nobody sells a bullet. I sold a bullet to invest in my learning and development and technology and learning. And you know what? In a couple of years, what happened? ये करा मैंने. साल भर खूब invest किया. Within a couple of years, 2 साल के बाद, I was doing this public speaking program जो मैंने दिखाया था, Speak for Millions in the beginning. I was coming out of that program. My team was waiting outside. It was a decent program. 150 people showed up. We were profitable. I came out of that program. This one guy said from behind, Jitesh, yes sir. Are you a business coach? Yes sir. You know, I have this institute and you know we're looking for a business coach for this institute. He shared his card. When I took that card, I saw that logo. It was the same college where I applied for a job. 2 years, just 2 years, I got an opportunity to be a business coach of that college. Life changes if you change. That's why. I didn't have that much money, but still I invested. I will make it even more affordable for you because I want each one of you to should attend this. Not for 9,999. If you're ready, for the first 7 people only, I give you a 50% off at webinar offer only. 4,499 inclusive of all the taxes. Special offer only for first 7 people, including all the bonuses which I shared with you. So without GST, it is 4,199 plus GST hai to 4,499. If you are ready, you should get a link right now. It is limited for the first 15 minutes and first 7 people only. लिंक आ गई होगी आपके सामने, ऑफर आपके सामने आ गया होगा, क्लिक करो. अगर आपको ऑफर में ऐसा दिख रहा है, बहुत ध्यान से देखना, ओमेगा लेवल प्लस बूट कैंप प्लस बोनसेस, अगर आपको ये दिख रहा है ओमेगा लेवल वेबिनार जिसमें क्या क्या मिल रहा है आपको, देख लो. अल्फा बूट कैंप 3-day intensive training, project video self-study course, video editing self-study course, weekly Q&A calls with us every week with my team, Q&A call recording vault, and meta ad secret self-study course. If you see this, that means you have clicked on the right link and you are in the first 7 people. And it is not 15 minutes up. You're getting this offer. Otherwise, you don't get the bonuses. ये देख रहे हो, ये bonuses नहीं मिलते आपको. Lifetime community की membership नहीं मिलती है आपको. Got it? So click here to pay now. Pay now पे click करेंगे आप, है ना? इस पे आप click करेंगे. 4499 का investment है. जल्दी करो. Now fill all the details asking, जो भी आपसे पूछा गया, name, email ID, फ़ोन नंबर, जो भी मांग रहे हैं डालो जल्दी जल्दी, क्योंकि कंप्लीट नहीं करोगे लिंक एक्सपायर हो जाएगी. 15 मिनट देता हूं मैं, 7 लोगों के लिए है. आगे बढ़ो. QR से करना है, QR से करो. यू वांट टू डू UPI, डू UPI. यू वांट डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड, यू कैन क्लिक ऑन दिस and do debit card or credit card via UPI ID. Also other options are also available. Complete karo. 4,999 nahi complete karoge, this offer will go off. You will buy it at 9,999. And that too without the bonuses. Go ahead guys, because a lot of people, hundreds of people are attending this webinar right now, and only 7 people get that. Rest of them do not get the boot camp with the bonuses. They just get the 3-day plain boot camp. And I think you should grab this opportunity of a lifetime access of the boot camp. If you don't jump in right now, you just get one-time boot camp. If you jump right now, you get lifetime boot camp. इससे ज़्यादा deal मैं आपको और irresistible नहीं कर सकता हूँ. Right? Waiting Waiting, you will keep waiting. Complete करो, जैसे complete करोगे payment successful आएगा. Wait, after paying, you will jump on the WhatsApp group of the bootcamp. Automatically, you will be jumped to the WhatsApp. So what are you getting right now, Jitesh? What am I getting? Can you please give me a summary? 3-day live bootcamp दे रहा हूँ, lifetime access दे रहा हूँ bootcamp का, live bootcamp का, कभी भी आओ. Project video sales, a self-study course which is more than 60 hours, which I'll tell you exactly which I used to sell for $7,000 and thousands of people bought it. That is project video sales. How do you shoot videos? How do you record videos? How do you set up videos? How do you edit videos? How do you script the videos? Videos for YouTube, videos for reels, videos for small videos, video ads, scripting, title कैसा होना चाहिए, सब कुछ है project video sales में. Lifetime membership of the Unbreakable Coaches community. Lifetime membership जो 5,000 की मिलती है generally. Free access to offline meetups. I'm giving you this as well. The last meetup which we had was at Horsecast Delhi. The next one we're gonna have in Mumbai. And I'm gonna give you free access to that meetup. Guys, इससे ज़्यादा क्या चाहिए यार. लाइफ टाइम Q&A दे रहा हूँ आपको, सपोर्ट कॉल्स. 3 दिन हो गए, समझ में नहीं आया, कुछ सवाल पूछ लो Q&A में. अरे भाई, मुझे ना रिजल्ट चाहिए, मुझे ना कंप्लीशन चाहिए, मुझे ना आपको सक्सेस की स्टडी बनाना है. इसलिए हमारा सिस्टम इस तरीके का और बहुत ही अलग है. राइट, सो गो अहेड एंड क्लिक ऑन द लिंक राइट नाउ एंड जंप इन एंड गेट ऑल द बोनसेस, बिकॉज आई एम गोना टीच यू मेटा एड्स मास्टरी, जो लाखों करोड़ों, एक्चुअली करोड़ों से ज़्यादा इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं मैंने अपने एड्स में. जो सारी लर्निंग्स है मैंने इस एड में आपको बताई है. मेरी सारी मेजर लर्निंग्स what are needed for you at your level I've shared. Even video editing mastery course is also there, which you can watch and step by step follow. Right? Ready? I'm going to give you even something very very important. बहुत ही interesting. हाँ, ये बहुत ध्यान से सुनना. I know you might have been let down by coaching programs in past and courses, and which makes you shaky right now, and you're not clicking on that link right now. I know that. I totally understand. I've been there. So I totally understand. So let me solve this problem for you. You don't want to get fooled again. I know that. And let me solve this problem. Ironclad money back 100% 15 days में कोई भी dissatisfaction है तो. Ironclad guarantee 15 days money back guarantee for any dissatisfaction. बस और क्या चाहिए. अरे इवन बूट कैंप अटेंड भी कर लो ना, उसके बाद भी ऐसा लगे ना कि यार वर्थ नहीं था, पैसा मांग लेना, वापस कर दूंगा. That is black money for me. I want white money in my life. I want to create success case studies. I want completions. I want people to get results. And that's why I'm into this. Right? Good. A lot of people think, I need to ask before taking this. Can I get some time? No, boss. No. You know very well. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to tell you something you know very well. You really want to do it? You will convince that person. Just do the registration right now. Because if you are in the first 15 minutes, timer चालू हो गया, 15 मिनट के टाइमर में अगर आप नहीं हो, तो ये खत्म हो जाएगा, सेशन खत्म करने वाला हूं मैं. एंड यू डोंट गेट दिस राइट. डू इट राइट नाउ एंड डीप डाउन यू नो, इफ यू आर कन्विंस्ड यू कैन कन्विंस एनीवन. राइट, वी हैव आल्सो आवर कस्टमर सक्सेस मैनेजर्स. सो the number should be in front of you right now, the customer success manager. The number is there, customer success manager. You can get in touch with them just after making the payment. Any issues, you can get in touch with them. We also give you an email ID. And bonuses are there for those people who are in the first 7. Click on the link if you're getting a bonus link. If that link has the bonus section, that means that a lot of people are asking, am I getting the bonuses? Am I getting the bonuses? Am I in the first 7? I'm saying click on it. If you get a description saying that you are getting bonuses, that means you are getting it. Just jump in. Guys, people ask me this question, can I get this even if I don't have any course to sell? Absolutely. I will teach you how to make a course. Can I do this if I don't have an expertise and authority? I just told you, you need to be just little better than other people. Little better. And we're going to take this pricing from 4499 right now to 6999 in this webinar only. बाद में तो 10,000 का खरीदोगे. अभी ही बहुत जल्दी मैं इसको 6999 का करने वाला हूं. अगर आप तैयार हैं तो मैं तैयार हूं. अभी करो, जंप करो, बिकॉज ओनली वन सेल इफ यू मेक, even one sale you will make, you'll get all your money out and you will get the skill which is for the lifetime. समझ रहे हो? What's the best investment? Think like a business owner. A business owner works like what? Works like ROI. And education has 100 to 10x to 100x ROI. 10x to 100x ROI. Can I do it even if I don't consider myself tech savvy? Absolutely. I'm going to give you clear instructions in tutorials, in screenshots. Can I register even if I'm in other coaching and cannot start right now? I cannot attend this bootcamp which I shared with you, which the dates I'm not available on those dates. Absolutely. I told you, you're getting a lifetime access. Next month, हर मंथ होता है हमारा, हर मंथ अटेंड करो, हर मंथ अटेंड करो, हर मंथ करो, हर मंथ करो. और कोई सवाल है तो आप डाल सकते हैं. माई टीम इज गोना आंसर यू. एनी क्वेश्चंस, एनी क्वेश्चंस, जस्ट पुट दैट एंड माई टीम विल आंसर यू. एंड गाइज, आई वॉन्ट यू टू टेक दिस एक्शन राइट नाउ, बिकॉज टिल व्हेन विल यू बी अंडरपेड, अंडरवैल्यूड एंड अंडर रिकग्नाइज्ड? ये मौका है, ये मौका बार बार नहीं होता है. जस्ट क्लिक ऑन इट एंड जंप इन. इफ you have to just pass one test, and the test is, do you like to share? If you like to share, this is for you. If you like to share your knowledge and if you monetize your knowledge, this is for you. I close 25 to 30 sales in a week, and I know the strategy, how the psychology works. If you want to learn that, you need to invest. You need to invest in yourself. You're not investing in me, you're investing in yourself. Always remember, you're investing in yourself. दो तरीके से सीखता है इंसान. ठोकर खा के ठाकुर बनता है, ऐसा बोलते हैं लोग. मैं नहीं मानता इसमें, ये पुराने ज़माने की बात है. ठाकुर से सीख लो या ठोकर खाते रहो, क्योंकि ठोकर खा के इंसान ठोकर ही बनता है. जब तक वो चीज़ सीखता है, जब तक वो चीज़ आउटडेटेड हो जाती है. सो आई बिलीव इन द सेकंड फिलॉसफी. ठोकर खा के ठाकुर नहीं, सीधा ठाकुर से सीखो, ताकि ठोकर ना खानी पड़ी ज़्यादा. ठोकर तो वैसे भी पड़ेगी, पर कम, क्योंकि इतनी अनप्रिडिक्टेबल हो गई है, इतनी अनसर्टेनिटी हो गई है, इतना ज़माना तेज़ बदल रहा है. सुनना बहुत ध्यान से, जिस हिसाब से आपका एवोल्यूशन का आपका ब्रेन नहीं बदल रहा है, उसके 100 गुना ज़्यादा से आपका ज़माना आसपास का टेक्नोलॉजी बदल रही है. यू कांट यूज़ द नॉर्मल वे टू लर्न. यू नीड टू लर्न फ्रॉम समवन, एंड दैट इज़ द ठाकुर, एंड आई टोटली बिलीव इन दैट. एंड इफ़ यू हैव दैट जुनून इनसाइड यू टू शेयर विद पीपल, दिस इज़ फॉर यू. This is for you. And a lot of people might be thinking, भाई मेरे आसपास के लोग मुझे नहीं करने देते, मैं तो करना चाहता हूँ. जितेश से झूठे हो एक नंबर के, जस्ट अ लायर. आसपास के लोग बदल दो. कम्युनिटी दे रहा हूँ आपको मैं, अनब्रेकेबल कोचेस की. बदल लो, अभी मौका है. It's just time pass, it's just बहाने. It is just sitting on the fence because you love sitting on the fence. There was a time, there was a dog sitting on, there was a dog sitting and crying. There was dogs sitting and crying. So the one guy was passing by and he asked this guy, the owner of the dog, why is he crying? He said, because he's sitting on a nail. Because he is sitting on the nail. So then he asked, so why doesn't he stand up? So this guy said, he likes crying. He likes crying. Change right now. Change your community to change your results. Guys, change your community to change your results. This is an opportunity right now. 10 minutes mil rahe hain. Click on the chat box, click on that link which you're getting. And you know what? Let me tell you one thing. My experience se bata raha hu. People with low self-image don't make great investment in themselves. This is not me, this is John Maxwell. John Maxwell को quote कर रहा हूँ मैं, one of the best leadership leaders and coach. People with low self-image don't make great investment in themselves. The problem is not anything, the problem is low self-image. अगर आपके अंदर वो जुनून है तो मैं आपकी मदद कर सकता हूँ. And what is the missing link sometime between you and success? You might be thinking, मुझे क्यों नहीं मिल रही, is the sacrifice. The sacrifice of time, energy, money, absolutely. Sacrifice of thinking and agreeing that I don't know. This guy knows at what age he's doing what. I think he can help me. She can help me. मेरी बात नहीं कर रहा, किसी और से सीख लो यार, सीख लो. और अगर उससे सीखे नहीं रिजल्ट आए, मुझसे सीख लो. मौका है अभी, दस्तूर है अभी, प्राइज है अभी, ऑफर है अभी, बोनसेस हैं अभी. क्लिक ऑन इट एंड जंप इन राइट नाउ, बिकॉज व्हाट इज करेज? करेज इज ट्रस्टिंग योरसेल्फ एंड योर डिसीजन एंड लिसनिंग टू द इनर वॉइस. डर किसको नहीं लगता? शेकी कौन नहीं होता? और आपके से ज़्यादा ईजी तो डिसीजन हो ही नहीं सकता. इस डिसीजन से मैंने आपको लाइफ टाइम दिया है बूट कैम्प, और मैंने आपको मनी बैक गारंटी दी है, ironclad money back guarantee. I told you I sold my bullet, and people don't give guarantees. At my time when I was learning and investing lakhs, they were not giving guarantees. I'm giving you guarantee because I'm so confident that you'll not be dissatisfied with an experience what we are having. You're gonna have with me. I'm so confident. If you are confident about yourself, and if you think you are not ordinary, I told you, if you think you were ordinary yesterday, you think you're ordinary today, and your tomorrow will also be ordinary. Don't click on the link. Because I'm not working with ordinary people. I will expect extraordinary efforts from you, and to get extraordinary results, you need that. Because that's only one thing rare in life, is that people are not ready to give extraordinary efforts. And I will give you the mindset and the community and the strategies which work. Because हो सकता है आप extraordinary effort लगा रहे हो, wrong strategy में लगा रहे हो, wrong mindset से लगा रहे हो, wrong belief system से लगा रहे हो, जो मैं कर रहा था कई सालों तक. And I'm going to make a complete, package of this 3 days and the Q&As which I give you and self-study courses which I give you. Guys, jump in right now. You might be feeling the heat of persisting. I'm persisting, you push kar raha hu. But remember, this is not opposition. This is an opportunity. You will remember this if you take it, and even if you don't take it. You will remember this line. You are thinking I'm persisting you, and you are thinking this is opposition. This is not opposition. This is an opportunity, guys. This opportunity is going to go in few minutes. Go ahead and quickly click and jump in, guys, because I want you to take this. And guys, if you are not able to register right now because of any reason, you could not complete the registration today. If you could not complete the registration, would you need some help there? Would you need some help there? Chahiye kuch help? I can help you. I can help you if you're not able to complete your registration right now. Huh? You want it? Good. So, let me tell you one thing. You can book a call on this link, which is going to come in front of you right now. If you are not able to register today because of any reason, just click on this link and join in. You could not complete the registration today, book a call. Book a call and then do it. Book a call and then do it. Got it? Got it? Any questions? My team is going to answer. Put that in the chat box. Koi sawal hai. My team is going to answer. My team is going to answer your questions. Please, don't stop. Don't stop yourself here. You are here. Itna mauka hai, dastoor hai. Complete karo yaar. Kuch chalu kiya hai to complete karo. Got it? And guys, I'm going to give you a link, which is the Aspiring Coaches Telegram group. Okay, my team is going to congratulate you if you have already got the registration. We have got the registration, right? So my team is going to congratulate you. You're going to get an email from our side, a WhatsApp from our side. Don't worry, right? So we will take care of you once you are done. And if you're not done the registration, it's fine. We will also be in touch. Join the Aspiring Coaches Telegram group. उसकी भी लिंक आ गई होगी. तो आपके पास 2 लिंक होगी. एक तो बुक कॉल की लिंक आई होगी और दूसरी लिंक आएगी आपके पास. Join Aspiring Coaches Telegram group. Join this group. There we share more and more strategies and more things and more value so that you get ready for the Unbreakable Coaches. Because Unbreakable Coaches is the community. Aspiring Coaches are those who want to be. And Unbreakable Coaches is our community, which you are joining right now, right? So click on the link. We are just concluding it. Any questions, put that in the Q&A. And I'm going to see you live in the bootcamp. And you know what? We do some special sessions. बहुत ध्यान से सुनना. We do some special sessions for those people, for selected few people. And we're going to do those special sessions for you as well. So keep an eye on email, keep an eye on WhatsApp, keep an eye on those WhatsApp group which you have joined after joining the community. And I'm going to see you in the bootcamp live, and let's take it to the next level. Any questions? Put that. And this is what you are jumping in, so that it's absolute clarity. This is what you're getting in 4499. It's a 3-day live interactive bootcamp right now for the next 2 minutes more. Lifetime access to Alpha Bootcamp Interactive, project video sales, which is a 60-hour course, a lifetime membership of the community, and a lifetime free access to offline meetups. And जब हम आपकी सिटी में आते हैं आसपास, या lifetime Q&A and support calls, Meta Ad Mastery, a self-study course, video editing, a self-study course. Right now, as we end the session, this is going to go off. Guys, jump in, and I'm very excited. I'm going to see you in the bootcamp live. Bye-bye.
Feel the magic in the air. Magic system. Red one, Shawty.
Through here, Kroos will go for it and score! An inspirational moment from